So you have a very fun social media presence. Can I ask you like where did all of that get started from, or is it kind of just you just kind of fell into it?
Uh, there's a little bit of both.
Okay.
So most of what my social media is me going places, my travels, and the things that I see and the things that I enjoy to see,
Mm-hmm.
and liking to share what I see. Um, I guess to start, I used to have social media that was just personal stuff, and it was whatever was on my mind, I would talk about, and I was the typical asshole that just somebody cut me off today. Let's go online and cry about it. And anyhow, I posted a few things at some point that Facebook didn't like. They took away my Facebook. They banned me a couple times.
Oh shit.
Yeah.
Really?
Facebook banned me and took all the photos that I had of my father and my brother, and they would not talk to me about. They refused. They wanted proof of ID.
Okay.
And I sent them a picture of my license, and they said that wasn't enough. So I sent them a picture of my license, my passport, my concealed carry permit, my regular security permit, my social security card, and about 2 or 3 other things that had my address and name on it. And they said that they didn't believe it was me.
What the fuck?
Yeah, and these are things with pictures on them too. Like it was wild.
Holy shit.
And that's when Facebook would actually talk to you about. Now you can't even. There's no way to contact Facebook as far as I'm aware.
Oh yeah, it's all like an algorithm and like a robot and shit.
Yeah, unless you're taking them to court, they have a lawyer that might talk to you, but they don't want to talk to you about whatever you do on there. So
That's fucking crazy. I'm
Yeah.
sorry. That's shitty. So like you have like no access to those photos or anything.
they're gone, completely gone.
Wow, what a bunch of fucking.
Yeah, my father died not too long after my son was born, so there was a few pictures on there that I don't have anywhere else that were with both of them in the same picture. But that's Facebook; they don't give a fuck.
Yeah, fuck. Okay.
Um,
All right.
So that being said, cool.
Yeah, of course.
Okay.
Yeah. If you need me to.
For those of you that can't see, I'm putting my feet up on Dexter's furniture here.
It's also a recliner too.
No, I'm too big for that.
Okay. All right. Well, yeah. Do your thing.
Yeah, so that happened, and so I didn't make another Facebook. Then we'll put that story on hold for a second, go to the fact that I do a lot of exploring, going places I shouldn't be, urban exploring. It's something I've been doing for a long time. And one day I had a wrestling mask, and I was out with a buddy of mine. His name is Dimitri. And I was like, let's just take a picture of this beautiful place I'm at with this mask on for no apparent reason at all. And there's me in a tree somewhere in Brooksville, swinging on a homemade swing on an abandoned home out in the middle of nowhere with a rose in my mouth, butt naked, while my friend, who I barely know, is taking pictures of me. So I started posting pictures of that character, for lack of better words. And then I made a separate. I started to make separate social medias with that character in pictures, so that I could separate personal life and fun life. We get along with that. Eventually, Facebook deleted my last personal Facebook, but I had one called Elliot Oso Blanco. Then Facebook wanted to fuck with me and said, your name's not El Oso Blanco. I'm like, oh, L is short for Elliot. Because I didn't want to go through all the stuff again of getting all my pictures taken away. So Elliot Oso Blanco was formally born then with an actual name. So now I'm Elliot Oso Blanco. And then I had my Instagram page, which I just stopped posting personal stuff, and I just weaned off of my personal Instagram and went to the Instagram that Mask and the Furious.
Perfect.
Yeah, a little play off of, I'm always wearing a mask in all my pictures. You never see my face, I don't post anything that's personal to me. No love life. No, I have kids, and I don't post any of them. I'm just tired of, I don't want to give anybody any more ammunition than they need for the stuff I already post that's weird.
I'm kind of the same way. Like, I have a Facebook and an Instagram, but like it's very rare at this point for me to even like put anything new on there. I think the closest thing that happens now is that like my wife when they post stuff, they'll tag me in it, and that's like where all my recent stuff
Oh
comes
yeah,
from.
yeah, dude. You're you and I have been friends for a few years, and I never really paid attention to your Facebook, but you look like you're trying to sell me something I don't want to buy.
Oh yeah, my headshot photo. Yeah,
It's
kid.
just you looking all dapper in a suit, like you're either someone's best man or someone's worst salesman. I don't know which one, but
You know what's funny? Like if you zoom into the photo, I have like a mini Baphomet pin in my lapel.
nice.
Yeah, it's awesome.
That's awesome. Yeah,
I love it.
I like stuff like that. I like little like Easter eggs almost.
Yeah.
I love doing stuff like that. People don't realize, like my satanic cross tattoo is kind of in the middle of everything else, and people don't realize that it's there until I have to point it out.
Oh, that's fucking dope.
Yeah, just little thing in there.
That's kind of where I am with like this stuff. Like when I walk around and everything like that, I'm no longer like trying to be flashy and flamboyant. I like more like the subtle stuff. Like if you know, you know, and I appreciate you.
Yeah.
But if you don't, then you know it is what it is.
Yeah, that's exactly that. That's how I pretty much try to just live everything. Is I don't want to be the center of attention anymore. I'm a pretty big dude, and everyone looks at me in the first place. So,
that's
but it does help sometimes in travel as being my size.
Yeah,
Yeah,
that's true. I can see that.
we'll get in some stories about that. That'll be in a little bit.
Okay, cool. I'm excited about that. And so, Elliot Oso Blanco was born. And how long have you been doing it for?
So I've been exploring doing urban exploring, man, for a very long time. Well before social media was ever a thing, I was going into places I shouldn't be. I used to do land surveying and geotechnical work, which would put me way out on properties that were out in the middle of nowhere. And I'd find these old barn houses and barns and old houses in general. And I'm the kind of person that always has to see what's over the next hill. So obviously I have to see what's behind all these closed doors in the middle of nowhere.
True.
So I was doing that for a long time. And then, geez, when was it? Probably around 2012 or so. I was going through a big bout of depression, and I just needed to do something that wasn't sitting at home. So I went out to start exploring again. I started finding abandoned places and just going to them and getting in them. And Florida doesn't have a whole lot of that that's interesting.
Yeah.
Yeah, it's pretty. Florida just kind of sucks at this point.
That's valid.
But I started going online looking for things, and I kept finding one person over and over and over that does this kind of thing, and he ran a website called abandonedflorida.com.
Dope.
Turns out him and I, we clicked, and we started exploring things together and trading out places and feeling each other out, and then we finally started hanging out, and I've done a lot of traveling and exploring places with him, but that's kind of where it started and how I got into the travel bug, I guess.
Oh,
I've always liked traveling, but I don't want to do the tourist stuff.
Yeah.
So this gives me, when I travel, I go right past all the tourist attractions and see what I can find that's behind all that, which is what's interesting to me.
Oh, fuck yeah. All right. Because I've seen some of your photos. I think the one that I talked to you about recently was like that bowling alley one, because that shit was crazy to me.
The most recent bowling alley one with the rocket?
Yeah.
That was an old hotel and resort, and I think it was up in the Poconos. I think it was in Pennsylvania.
Oh, shit.
But yeah, that one was pretty cool. That bracket just happened to be there. If anyone sees it, once again, Instagram is Masking the Furious. It's me butt naked with a luchador mask, laying on top of a 6 foot tall rocket,
It's very
aimed down a bowling alley.
That is
An abandoned bowling alley, nonetheless. So yeah, that was pretty cool in that place.
okay. So you get the bug and you started doing like the Florida exploring, finding all like the cool like abandoned places and everything like that. Was there any place like in Florida, I guess let's start there, that like really stuck out to you that was like, oh shit, this is awesome? Or because I've been kind of been wanting to do a little bit of urban exploring, but it's very hard to track anything here specifically because there's like everything's getting taken up by fucking companies.
There's been a few things. Early in my exploring, when I was still, I had to find everything on my own. I came across an old schoolhouse, a brick schoolhouse, 2 stories tall, with probably, I don't know, 10 rooms on each floor.
Ooh.
Maybe less, maybe 5 rooms on each floor because the school rooms were pretty big. Mm-hmm. And it had a theater / gymnasium. And I found this. Let's see, I can probably just say where it is. It's Wearsdale, Florida.
Oh, yeah.
So, yeah. And I liked the name of Wearsdale because it looked like it's spelled just like weird without a D. So I go and I check this place out. I found oddly enough, the place had like a basement and a window to the basement. So I climbed into that window and went through, and it took me into the bottom of the stage in a gymnasium. Came up from behind that, and I was able to explore this school. The school was dope. It had like all these old pastel colors and things that just, building materials have changed so much. So it's all the old building stuff. I think the school was built in the early 1900s. The walls were nice. It had all this. I love I like the idea of apocalyptic shit.
Oh, yeah.
When the world's over, who's left, Walking Dead type stuff. And so the place has, it's worn out, it's torn out. There's owls and shit living in there. There's mouse skulls everywhere from the owls. Will get the mice, bring them in, eat them, and then shit out the skulls all over the place.
Yeah.
It was like walking on bubble wrap where you could hear these little skulls.
Oh, damn.
Yeah, it's wild. So that was cool. And what I like to do when I get to a place that's got multiple floors is go to the top, work my way down. Because I have been caught, and if you can just start from the top and work your way down, you usually get caught at the bottom. So did that, came down to the next floor, and then went towards the entrance. And the room, immediately, if you were to walk into the main entrance of this school, the room to the right was all the old wooden chair table combinations from old like schools.
Oh, like the
it's like exactly. It's a wooden chair with a cubby hole under you and like a table attached to it on the front.
Oh yeah.
They were all stacked against the wall, and it was just eerie as shit. And all of them, the whole school didn't have any tables in it except for all of them in this one room backed against the wall. And like, that's wild. And then I looked to the left, and there's a glass door for a police station. I can't remember the name of the police station that was on it, the lettering, but I didn't pay any attention. I'm like, wow, okay, so I guess the local police station stores their doors here. I don't know what's going on.
The fuck?
Anyways, I went home and I posted those pictures on my old Instagram and social media and stuff, and I had friends popping up like all over the place wanting me to take them there. And I thought this place was that kind of interesting. It was dope. It was one of the first cool places that I found that wasn't just a shitty old home. And it had all the wear and tear that I like. So I started taking some friends there that were photographers and whatnot. And that was it. But then I realized what that place was. That's that school they used as the jail in the movie Jeepers Creepers.
No shit.
Yes. So that was pretty cool. That's why all those chairs were stored, out of sight. And the police doors that I saw were the doors for that police station in the movie.
Oh, fuck.
So I can't remember what county they were allegedly in the movie, but it said, like Poco County or whatever. And Poco County Sheriff or something there, or police department. So
yeah. Then
I looked that up and I was like, holy shit, that totally is. And yeah, they filmed Jeepers Creepers all out there around this area.
No fucking way.
So yeah, that's one place that sticks out of my head for Florida.
I like that. That's fucking dope.
Yeah.
I remember when I was in California for a little bit, when I was at the base over there, you had like a road, and if you go right, it takes you to civilization. But if you turned left, it was really funny. The church from Kill Bill, where the bride gets the massacre happens, it's there.
Oh wow.
Yeah. So it's kind of cool, but it's like it's shitty because it I guess seeing like film locations in real life get ruined for you because I guess everybody knew where it was because it's in California, obviously. So they had a bunch of fucking cameras and signs everywhere.
Yeah.
And it completely destroyed like the mystique of the place.
So we come across that a lot with urban exploring because everybody gets their favorite movie, and everybody gets some sort of bug when they see a movie, and then they want to go visit those places, and it kind of ruins it sometimes for those of us that like to go and enjoy the quiet and the dank smells and just being alone and creepiness and whatever, you like to scare yourself or something. But people will go there and then they go and fuck it up and spray paint it or write their name, whatever the case may be, and then next thing you know, there's cameras everywhere, and the next time you go back, you're getting chased out by the police. And that does happen. It sucks, but
yeah,
it's there. The Six Flags amusement park in New Orleans was like that.
Really?
Yeah, it closed during Hurricane Katrina, and didn't reopen. And then it became a kind of a mecca for urban exploring, whether you were into urban exploring or whether you were just some kid that knew about going there. And then they started to put cameras up everywhere, and then sometimes it'd be patrolled. Also, Louisiana, a lot of the places you find in Louisiana, they give big tax write-offs for movies to be made in Louisiana. So you might think you're the first person to find a place, and you get there, and then 2 days later you're watching some shitty movie with Edward Furlong, and he was already there before you. So
noted. Okay.
Yeah.
All right. Well, I guess that's kind of I guess that's what happens with the times now. More eyes on everything. Things can't really be like a well-kept secret these days, which is shitty. Like I hate those like social media profiles that are like 10 really cool places only locals go, especially like around here, because it just ruins it for like everything.
I see those things. People send me those all the time, like social media. 10 places you got to see, or we found this abandoned cave with a Nazi bunker in it. And it's like, no, that's like 5 things they spliced together, and it's bullshit. Or the 10 cool places to go, and like for instance, there'll be one for Tampa, and it'll say like, you got to see. Well, actually, you know what's cool? Dysfunctional Grace. Shout out to them. They're the #1 place on Atlas Obscura to see in Tampa.
Really?
Dysfunctional Grace in Ybor City.
I love it.
But other than that, which they are a real go-to, actually want to see it kind of place,
100%.
Those things always tell you to go to like the dumbest shit that everyone's always been to.
Yeah.
It's like, go check out the tower, the Sulphur Springs Water Tower. And like, oh, cool, yeah, everybody's just been there and seen that. You're not sending me anywhere new.
Yeah, you're going to go there and you're going to see a bunch of homeless people trying to take a shower. Maybe if you're lucky,
take a shower or take a shit.
Or maybe if you're really lucky, you'll see a dolphin. Like I saw one when I was there, and I was like, oh, that's crazy.
A dolphin?
Yeah, in the river.
Yeah.
I didn't know that.
I've caught amberjack up there, which normally I've never caught amberjack less than like 16 miles out from shore. And I guess they come up in there to spawn.
Yeah, they kind of use it as like a transient.
Yeah.
Like that. So I thought that was pretty dope. Okay, so you're in Florida. You get you get the groove going, and then where do you go after that? Because I know you're always kind of on the road. You like to travel anyways. Does the idea of like what you're doing as Elliot start to go, oh, let me just start doing it everywhere I go, or was it like a gradual thing?
Yeah. So no, the mask just started coming with me everywhere. I got my first mask from a friend of mine. Her name was Jaina, and she worked with us in Ybor, and she was working for a secondhand store, and she knew that I liked wrestling in general. She had this mask that somebody brought into the secondhand store and pointed it out to me, and I was like, I'll be there in a moment. Went and got it, and then I carried it around with me until I used it, and then the first time I used it, it stuck with that purpose. I just continued with that. So, and I don't always have to do Elliot stuff with it. Sometimes I wear it just to be in pictures because I don't want to post myself on social media, and I don't tell everybody when they take pictures with me not to post it because I don't. So I just throw the mask on.
I love it.
Yeah.
Okay. Yeah, because I've seen you do that a couple of times, and I know you've told me like a couple of stories, like with what's his face. Who's the guy who sings "Hell in You"? Oh, Migo the Devil.
Oh yeah, Migo the Devil. Yeah.
Yeah.
Yeah. I've got pictures with quite a few people with my mask on. Amigo the Devil, Ogre from Skinny Puppy, KRS-One, God damn it, Jizza from Wu-Tang.
No shit.
Yeah. Also, Ghostface Killer from Wu-Tang.
Damn. Did you get the whole crew?
No. They've come in and they performed one-off shows on their own. But I'll just go up to them and be like, "Hey man, you mind if we get a picture?" And it's gonna be weird. And like some of these pictures are great. Like the ones with Eric Andre. he heard me talking to him briefly about, hey, man, I'm gonna take this picture with you, but I got to get naked. And Eric Andre, if you know who that is, he's totally into something like that. Like he likes weird. In fact, when the first time I met him, he was doing a stand-up show at the Orpheum. And I was the only person on stage behind him. And his last thing before he went off stage was you know what doing the goat is?
Yeah.
Pulling all your cock and balls behind your legs and doing the mangina. Yeah. That's what he did to the audience, right?
Oh shit!
To the whole audience, he's showing them mangina and then bows doing that. But my dumb ass was standing behind him.
Oh, so you got the real goat.
I got the whole fucking thing, man. I can tell you what Eric Andre's butthole looks like. Yeah, it winked at me.
Oh, nice.
Yeah. So, anyways, he got done and went up into the green room, and I talked to him in the green room. I'm like, hey, man, I got to take this picture with you. He's like, huh? And he just sat down on the couch. Next thing you know, I just stood on the couch next to him with my big old white ass with a mask on. And in the picture, he's just looking at me like he could shoot laser beams out of his eyeballs. He's like, what the fuck? So, yeah. But I've got pictures with a lot of people doing that kind of stuff.
I fucking love it. Do you, like, have you always gotten, like, the best reaction to that? Or is it a 50-50?
It's 50-50, yeah. You know, the biggest reactions are when I do it at a public place. Mm-hmm. And then people aren't expecting to walk around and see a 6'6" dude with a fucking dad bod, you know, dick out and mask on. Yeah. So those expressions are exactly as you think it would be too.
I love it. That's beautiful. Okay. So we'll go back to the travel for a little bit. So you hit the road, and then from there, you know, the world's your oyster. Where are some of the places that you've been that?
I have been, so all the lower 48 states, and I only count it if I actually get out of the car and do stuff and, you know, experience the place. Fair. So all the lower 48 I've done. Alaska and Hawaii, I'd still like to go. Alaska's on my bucket list. Hawaii is like, okay, if I can go there, I'll go. Okay. But, and every state has its own thing to offer. Mm-hmm. So there's no particular favorite state. In fact, Daniel from Dysfunctional Grace was asking me today what's my favorite state. Mm-hmm. They all have something. Yeah. And then world travel, I might forget a few. But let's see here. Bahamas, Mexico, Puerto Rico, nice. Panama, Ecuador, Belize. Nice. Honduras.
Nice.
Costa Rica, England, Ireland, Scotland. Oh man, this is a big one. Romania, Bulgaria, Belgium, France, Germany, Czechoslovakia, Switzerland, Liechtenstein, Luxembourg, Netherlands. Did I say France?
Yes.
Okay, France. Philippines, China, Hong Kong. I don't know. There's a couple more somewhere in there, but that's a pretty good list.
Did you ever make it to Australia?
I have not been to Australia yet. I would love to go to Australia.
Really? You're a brave man.
And again, I don't. I'll fly to wherever's cheaper to fly to, but I would like to navigate Australia in a car.
Yeah.
Yeah. That looks real interesting to me. Just because Perth, I don't know if you realize it, but Perth, which is the huge city on the east coast of Australia, is actually one of the most secluded large cities in the world.
Really?
Everything in Australia is, you got Sydney, Melbourne, Adelaide,
they're on the coast.
Yeah, on the east coast, and then you got Tasmania and New Zealand over there, which they're not necessarily Australia, but everything that you could go to is there.
Yeah.
The top portion of Australia is nothing, and then fucking 3,000 miles away is Perth, way over there all by itself. And the closest major city to Perth is Adelaide, and that's 2,000 miles.
No fucking way.
Yeah, so I would really like to travel that void between the two of them, and I'm really huge on Mad Max, so if I could see all that, that'd be pretty rad.
Oh, they did film it out there, didn't they?
Wow. Yeah, everything. Yeah, Mel Gibson's Australian, and everything was filmed in Australia.
Fuck yeah! All right, that's dope as shit.
Yeah, and I've got a good traveling friend. I won't say his real name just in case he doesn't want it.
Mm-hmm.
But his Instagram used to be Trespass, but the A was a V, I believe.
Okay.
But he's from Australia. I've been arrested with him outside of Chicago for exploring.
Oh, no shit.
Yeah, that sucked. We can touch that story later or whenever you want.
Oh, it's up to you, brother. I don't care. Okay, well then let's start with let's start in the States and then we'll go international. How about that?
Oh yeah.
All right. So you've seen all the 48. Where's been your most interesting find?
Oh man. There's interesting.
It doesn't have to be one. It could be multiple.
Yeah. It's just that it's kind of a hard question. It's like ask me what's my favorite state, and each find has something different to offer. I've been to, asylums and hospitals, schools, military bases, radar stations, underground caves, side of the road things. Like I've been to so many different things, and they all have something different. One that's interesting and stands out to me is Charity Hospital in New Orleans.
Okay.
That's another thing that closed down at Katrina. Mm-hmm. Charity Hospital, I think it might be the oldest, or was at the time the oldest continual running hospital that started as like basically just a building, and it was just that Charity Hospital. It was.
Oh, sure.
You could go there and just be taken care of. You didn't have to worry about the bill or whatever. And I want to say it started. That hospital might have started near the beginning of like the slave trade stuff, because that all came through New Orleans, and so New Orleans was a major stop in all of that shit at the time, and nobody there, black or white, had money for hospitals, and that was the hospital. I didn't care what you were, that you were taken care of there. And that hospital continued and got bigger and bigger and bigger until it's the hospital that the building is now, which is this giant brutalist looking. Like it reminds me, every time I look at the place, it reminds me of the movie Hudsucker Proxy. But yeah, so that hospital got flooded out during Katrina. Mm-hmm. Everybody left. And then the hospital never got reopened. And there's a lot of conspiracy to that, because all the grant money ended up going to like LSU's medical team or something. I don't know. But the hospital never reopened.
Oh, that's a fucking
because the college wanted to open their hospital to make the money, versus Charity Hospital was, a little to no profit type thing.
Capitalism being
asshole
once again.
So that one was really interesting, and we had to sneak in there. Remember, my name is Elliot Oso Blanco if you try to find me. We snuck into there. I'm not going to say who with, but we did sneak into there. And, we got a ride there at like 3 a.m. We had to come in from an adjacent property, jump the fence, find this one slanted little window that my fat fucking ass barely fit through, on top of some shady little shed. And we were trying not to make noise because there was legitimately security outside all night long, and he's in a car, I don't know, 20 yards away. Get in. We went up to about the 9th or 10th floor. There was some power in there, but very, very little. Occasionally there's this eerie light that works. So we went up to about the 9th or 10th floor, found a room, sat in there, found a whole bunch of porno magazines, waited for the sun to come up. Sun came up, we started exploring. We were working our way down. This hospital looked like the people just left. Like, everything is there.
Really?
The coats hanging on the wall to the medical specimens in operating rooms.
Oh, shit.
Yeah, it was all there. There was giant fans placed throughout the place, like big, giant 4 fans, just to make air flow so they don't get mold. Mm-hmm. So that was kind of a savior for the place to be explorable. Yeah. We looked out the window, and there's a whole convoy of cars pulling up to the front entrance. I'm like, what the fuck is that? So we go and we hide, and I take off for a little bit to go to the other side of the building and grab a chair. And as I'm walking back, I walk right into like 3 people, and we all just kind of look at each other. And then they found my buddy, and they're like, you shouldn't be here. We're like, you shouldn't be here. Like, no one should be in there. They were there secretly hired by the city to come and do an assessment of the place so that they could be paid to clean the whole place out. And the place is still not supposed to be cleaned out. Like it's supposed to be reopened as far as everyone else knows, and this is 10 years later. So we walked down and we took a different set of stairs so that we knew we wouldn't get caught by the police, because we knew they were going to come up another set of stairs. We got all the way to the bottom and we're like, fuck, we got to see the main thing we came for, which is like the autopsy auditorium. Like, those, like, they have one table down on the floor and there's a big like band shell around it or whatever, where people sit and watch like what's happening.
Yeah. Like, okay, yeah.
So that was there, but it was flooded during a hurricane. You could see the water line on the walls and stuff. So all that was submerged at one point. It was wild. So we did that, took quick pictures. We go out, we say goodbye to the guard that's sitting at the door because she didn't know that we were coming down yet. And we walk right out of the property and we're just minding our own business going. And then they all came up to us like, hey, they want to talk to you. I'm like, I don't know who they is, so see you later. And we just kept going. And then all of a sudden they all started chasing us.
Oh. Hey everybody, so I just want to throw this extra sound bit in here. Long story short, Elliot and his friend got chased down by the cops.
So yeah, so they haul us over to their little police station. They give us all this questioning and shit, and I'm like, I'm not answering questions, dude. I'm not going to answer it. Well, why were you in there? I'm like, I'm not answering questions. Well, what are you doing? I'm like, we have fucking cameras. What do you think we were doing? Well, I don't know if y'all were robbing the place. I'm like, with what? Like, how are we going to rob it? I'm like, there's no way to, with what? Just in.
What is the legal definition of robbing?
Yeah. Right. A place that they're robbing as we were talking.
Yeah.
So the one of the cops that's investigating us is this giant dude. He's like 6 foot tall, 400 pounds, right? Mm-hmm. And he asked me, he was asking us how we got in there. I'm like, I'm not telling you anything. The only way I'm going to answer any of your questions is if I'm guaranteed to leave here the second I answer them. After I answer them, I'm walking out of here. We're not getting arrested. It's like, oh, I don't know if we can do that. And they got their chief to come in, and the chief was like, well, you're going to have to answer the questions before I answer your questions. I'm like, then we're at an impasse. Like, you make no sense right now.
You want me to
I hold all the leverage for the answers you want. I just want one thing. Mm-hmm. So that's how we're doing it. And my buddy knew that that's exactly what we were going to do. Mm-hmm. And there was to jump back a little bit, there was one window on the other side of the building that we saw was broken the day before that we scoped out. Mm-hmm. And it had glass left in it and whatever. There's no way I could fit it. My buddy that went with me is a very small gentleman, so he could have fit through that. Mm-hmm. Still would have been hard. So we made the deal with the police that, hey, we'll show you how we got in, but then we're leaving. So they take my buddy in the car to go show him, and he shows him that one little broken window. And I mean, people listening can't expect to know how big I am. I'm 6'6" and 250 pounds, and it's all dad bod in the middle. So there's nothing narrow on me, allegedly. So the cop takes him there and brings him back. Mm-hmm. And this cop is the one I was telling you. He's like 6 foot, 400 pounds. He's a big boy. He told us when he arrested us, he was like, "How did y'all get down there so fast at the bottom of the hospital? I was running up those stairs." And I was like, I guess. So anyways, when he came back, he's like, "Look, I can see how your buddy got through that hole in the window, but how did you get through that window?" And I looked at him very, very assholey, and I go, "I got through that window the same way that you ran up those stairs earlier." He knew it didn't happen at that point. But we gave them an answer to what they needed, and the other thing is, while they were gone, they interrogated me to take my photos. I swapped out my SD card from my camera, stuck it way down in between my toes and shoes and stuff, and gave them an empty SD card. My buddy, who wasn't there, he had to forfeit his SD card when they got back. So I'm the one that's got all the photos of the place.
No shit.
And he's the one that should have had all the photos.
Fuck.
Yeah, that sucked. But yeah, the second we told them that though, I got up and started walking out. I already had an Uber outside. I had already called an Uber, and the Uber was BMW sitting right outside of the place. We walked right out. The second they walked out of the room, we walked out of the room right behind them and went straight to the door and got in the car. They're like, "Where are y'all going?" I'm like, "I told y'all where we were going," and that was it. Never got formally charged or anything. They just kept trying to the chief kept trying to pull shenanigans, and I was like, "I'm not talking to you, dude. I'm not gonna. No, we're not. This is the only deal." Huh. And okay, so we were arrested but got away.
Nice.
I guess it's kind of an escape.
Yeah.
I don't know.
Yeah. You fought the law and you won.
Yeah.
That's dope. Okay. Wow. You know what's funny is we're planning on going out to New Orleans in May, so I don't think we'll have time to do any actual urban exploring. But if I do end up having some spare time, I might hit you up and see if there's something within the area that I can get to.
There are some places. If you're gonna have a car, are you gonna have a car by chance?
We might rent one because we're there for 4 days, so it might be in our purview.
Okay. Well, if you have the car, you should go down to Homa.
Homa. Okay.
Yeah, which will take you down into the bayous and stuff, and there is a place down there. I'm trying to think of what the name is. Oh man, it's so good. I want to know the name. I'm very, very quickly trying to look and do it, but I can't find it. I'll find the name, and hopefully you can put it into this because I wouldn't mind them having a shout out.
Okay.
It's the best gator I've ever had.
Really?
Their gator tail is phenomenal.
Okay.
Yeah, I'll remember the name. It's like Big Al's Seafood or something like that.
All right, I'll be down for that.
Yeah, I'll figure it out for you.
Oh, please do. Yeah, I haven't had gator since my last time in New Orleans, which was oof. Oh my God. Let's see. I got married in 2014. So yeah, 2014.
Oh, we flipping pages here. You got married in 2014?
Yeah.
I thought you just got married the other day.
I did. This is my second marriage.
Whew. Hey, folks, don't get married. Do not get married. When I warned you about not getting married, and this is nothing against your wife, she's rad, right? She's dope.
Yeah.
But when Dexter told me he was going to get married, I was like, don't be stupid, you dummy. And now I'm just now learning that you've already been married. You fucking idiot. You fucking idiot. Again, nothing against your lady. She's rad.
Yes.
But yeah. Anyways, that's a lesson for everyone.
Yeah, that's fair. No, I think I chose right this time. The first time I really didn't. It was it was more circumstantial than anything else.
Yeah. No, I totally get it. I've been married too, unfortunately.
Well,
which shout out to my ex-wife. She's awesome too. She's a great person, beautiful lady, good head on her shoulders. God damn it, that came out wrong.
Well.
Whatever. And she's remarried now, and her husband's rad, so
Awesome. Okay.
can't complain.
So yeah, I think I do believe that it's not for everybody though. I will
Nope.
say that. I don't think that the government should be as involved with it as
No,
they
not at all.
currently are. So I do have some critiques for the current system, but I guess that's kind of the issue when our country was founded on like Judeo-Christian beliefs. It's kind of like it's hard to really separate.
Well, what you would like to know there is our country is not founded on Judeo-Christian beliefs.
Really?
Most of our founding fathers were either were either atheist or what's the word when
Non-dominational?
non-denominational. Yeah,
Okay.
most of our founding fathers. All you got to do is some simple looking up for that. When
Huh.
the Christians bust out with "this is a Christian country" and blah blah blah, that's because those are the same motherfuckers. They didn't read any of the constitutions or anything, just like they didn't read any of the Bible. They have
Ah.
no idea what they're
That,
about.
that's fucking hysterical. That's good. I'm gonna keep that in my back pocket
Yeah,
next time
yeah.
this
I
shit
mean,
comes
if
up.
we were a Judeo-Christian country, then we wouldn't have freedom of religion.
That's very true.
I mean, think about any other country that's based off of religion, like all the Muslim countries.
Hmm.
They don't have necessarily freedom of religion, or if they do, you're chastised for it
Oh yeah,
continually.
no, for sure. Yeah,
Yeah,
yeah, yeah. No, you're not wrong. There's also that we also don't have what is it a national? We don't have a national language, which I think is awesome.
right. We have a. I don't know. I can't comment too much on that.
Hmm.
I know that English is the national language, but it's not a.
Official.
It's yeah. I guess it's a preferred language.
Yeah,
Yeah.
it's like it's our primary, but it's not like our official.
Right, because I mean, English was the founding. English settlers were the founding people, but nonetheless, we've got too much melting pot going on to have one national language.
Yeah, that'd be insane. Okay, so all right, so that was New Orleans. All right, so that's a pretty rad story though. Is there like somewhere out? Let's go. I guess so. We have like that was the East Coast. Is there anywhere like Midwest or like West Coast that you found like really fun to go to?
Yo, this is not a place that I've explored. It's a place I've been to multiple times,
Hmm.
and it is one of my absolute favorite places to go.
Mm.
I highly, highly suggest everybody go check this place out. It's called House on the Rock.
Hmm.
It's in Wisconsin.
Okay.
It's out in the middle of Wisconsin. The closest city you would know is Madison, Wisconsin, which is about an hour drive maybe.
Okay.
But House on the Rock.
House on the
I'm not going to say much more. Explaining it doesn't really work. It's like trying to take a picture of mountains. It doesn't translate, like.
Yeah.
But House on the Rock, look that up, check it out. I explained it to Daniel and Liz, and they went and they had a blast.
No shit.
And like, yeah, they don't get to travel a whole lot,
Hmm.
and they spent that moment of travel that they did get, they spent on me trying to explain this place to them, going and figuring out that there's no way for me to explain how fucking rad that place is.
Okay. Yeah, it's funny as we actually just went out to Wisconsin like last year, so and I know we have plans eventually to move out to like Indiana at some point. So that will definitely be something that I keep in my purview in the future.
Why Indiana?
Uh, Specifically like Fort Wayne area. We did some looking because my wife's vegan, and Fort Wayne actually has a really big vegan like ratio. Well, I mean, hey, listen, I have
No,
no.
I mean good for that, I guess. I don't know.
Yeah, well, with that, and it just seems like a pretty good place. Like it marked all of it's got a good education system, relatively progressive. So
Oh, does it?
apparently, yes.
Okay,
So
that's surprising to me. I mean I've been to Indiana plenty, but I've never questioned any of their you know uh, public
the way
stuff.
so,
Yeah,
yeah. So yeah. So they actually Fort Wayne really good.
I've been to Gary, Indiana a lot.
Haven't been to Gary
You
yet.
don't need to.
Okay.
The only thing there is Michael Jackson's from there. That's it.
That's right. He is
The rest of it is fucked up, tore down, abandoned. It's great if you wanted to explore abandoned stuff, but they recently tore down a bunch of Gary, Indiana's like abandoned places and stuff.
Oh.
They were cool to go into. There was lots of little banks and theaters and all kinds of things, but it was real moldy and gross and like dead bodies in some of them. And
Oh
just
no
yeah,
shit. What
it's a shithole. Gary, Indiana is a shithole.
Okay, noted. Gary and Anna, please avoid. Sounds good. All right, so that's the Midwest. All right, what about the West Coast?
West Coast. Um, So, are we considering West Coast everything from like pretty much New Mexico over, kind of anything past Texas?
Yeah, yeah, I would say once you enter like the Pacific time zone, wherever that starts,
Well, it's weird, and then Arizona
doesn't recognize any of that
doesn't
shit.
recognize. I've been in Arizona before when it was like 5 o'clock everywhere else in the world. It was like fucking 8 o'clock there.
Yeah, that's great.
And I'm like, what the fuck is going on? And I wanted to check into my hotel, and they're like, oh, you can't check in for 3 more hours. I'm like, what are you talking about?
Because they don't do daylight savings.
Yeah,
We don't go fuck.
yeah. Which I wish we would do here. I'm sick of
I'm
daylight
over this shit.
savings.
Yeah, nah, for real, same.
Now I'm an adult, and like
It's
I
stupid.
value this extra hour or two
Yeah,
on
no.
either end, however it is. But I also get to where I'm like, I'm accustomed and used to it, and then change it.
That'll take a bit of an
The
adjustment.
worst was working in Ybor because they would always give the extra hour
Oh,
on like Guava Ween night,
ooh.
and you already have every dickhead in this goddamn county in Ybor on that night, and then they get an extra hour to be a dickhead
Oh,
at Guava Ween, and it was so miserable.
that's yeah, it's something that like I never really thought about for the most part because because I've experienced it, right? I've never worked nights, but I've had to wake up for nights, and I always felt bad for the guys that I had to relieve because we had to be on at our location to start shift change at 4:45. So when that hour jumped, it'd be like so like when it's like right now where it's spring we lose an hour, but like when we gained that hour, whoo, I felt bad for those
Yeah, yeah,
motherfuckers. I was like, damn, you gotta work up to 13 hours today?
yeah.
Shit, I'm sorry. That's ass.
Complete fart.
So yeah, West
So yeah,
Coast.
West Coast. Man, there's a lot of stuff to see. Talking so much about urban exploring, it's hard to tell you about the abandoned places because I find them, but then they don't last very long or they could be gone.
Yeah.
But man, there's so many things to see out west. I am in love with being out west.
Mm-hmm.
Absolutely in love with being in Wyoming.
Mm.
Wyoming only has one escalator in the whole state. Just weird fact.
That's really.
Only one.
I know they don't have airports, which I fucking
They
love.
have airports.
Do they?
Yeah. They have airports. It's like
Commercial use, not well.
no, they're regional. It's not. They don't have international airport, but they have regional. And regional, like all the people fly to regional airports. Like you can fly to Lakeland Linder, you can fly to Lakeland on national airlines.
Gotcha.
It's just that it's not they don't necessarily have any particular trips to go from like everywhere in Florida. You could probably fly to some sort of
Mm-hmm.
international, which we don't realize it, but international is just as simple as going to Mexico or Puerto Rico.
Yeah.
Wyoming just doesn't have that. They just fly you to the next hub city.
Ah, okay.
So you'll fly to either Denver or St. Louis or even to like Bozeman, Montana. Montana's got a few, and they're all mostly on the west coast of those states because that's where the Glacier National, Teton National, and Yellowstone are all
Mm-hmm.
right there.
Yeah, me and a couple of friends, we did a road trip from Indiana after the Indy 500, and then we went out west. We got to Yellowstone. That was like that's how far west we went. We had a whole day there, which was fucking amazing. We got to see like Old Faithful go off. We got to see the Dragon Hole, if that was called. Like,
Yeah.
yeah. Got to see like some of like the hot springs that you're not supposed to stand in and shit.
Did you see recently that some dumbass him and his girlfriend wandered off the trail to go find a hot spring? They wanted to go in it,
Yeah,
and he went in. He's just like,
and fucking eviscerated.
they had to stop the search because it was dangerous, and there was no sense in going back the next day because his body was done. It was gone.
It was gone. Yeah.
Gone. There was another one a while back where some dude's dog or something ran in and he jumped in after his dog. Man, I felt bad for that one.
Yeah.
The other guy deserved it. The guy trying to get his dog, oh, that hurts me. I love dogs.
Yeah, that's a tragedy. I heard about that, and it's like because my history teacher actually showed us a video about that. It's like it's becoming like an ever-growing problem because everybody wants to get like these photos for like social media and shit. And it's like, why would you fuck around at the fucking hot springs? Like that's not. I don't know what your brain is telling you is safe, but it's not. There's a path for a reason, motherfucker.
There is a whole new photography statistic in this world now since selfie sticks and shit have happened that there's an actual death statistic for people taking selfies.
No shit.
Falling off of mountains and shit and cliffs and trying to get pictures on edges or whatever and then dying.
So it's like,
Or, you ever see the Indian guys that try to get pictures of themselves as a train goes by really close and the train just hits them?
no fucking way.
Yeah, because India is super populated and Bangladesh is overly populated and they not only do they get in the train, they get on the trains, and then they start doing dumb shit. And, I mean,
I don't.
yeah.
I'm glad you're not doing that.
No, me too.
Okay. I know you're telling me about the rainforest out in Washington.
Yo, yeah, the rainforest in Washington. It's like the only legit big rainforest that we have in the lower 48.
Oh shit.
And it's all the way in the top corner up there, but it is spectacular.
Yeah.
Fantastic. And it's not rainforest like you're thinking of with the Amazon with, big palm fronds and snakes that kill everything and people shooting air darts and stuff and monkeys and all that. It's none of that. This is a rainforest like the land before time. There's moss on trees and the trees are all bigger than you can hug, like it, and things are slick and wet, but at the same time there's dry life underneath every leaf.
Oh.
It's dope, man. It's really dope.
Fuck, I need to go check that out sometime.
Yeah, that's definitely worth seeing.
Mm-hmm.
And then go down to like Astoria in Oregon. That's where they film like Goonies and a couple other movies.
Oh, no shit.
And Short Circuit, if you remember that movie.
I do, yeah.
J5 Alive.
Yeah.
Yeah, they film all that down there, and that's a really pretty coast. And even though it is kind of touristy to go see Goonie locations, it's the fucking Goonies, man.
Yeah, it's a timeless classic for sure. What about is there anything like in California that you saw that you like that really
Death Valley, dude.
Yeah.
Northern California is dope. There's and redwood trees and all that, really rad.
Yeah.
Pretty much anything above the elbow of California I like. Everything below the elbow can just go suck a dick from the back. It's just
Is that like Big Bear and up?
It's kind of like San Fran and up, really.
Okay.
Sacramento is where I like to draw the line, but whatever. But like LA, whatever.
Yeah.
Sure. Let's go breathe hot air and dirt.
Sure. Yeah. I lived out there for like 3 years. I was not a fan.
It's nothing to brag about.
Yeah.
And San Diego, great weather.
Dope, yeah.
But I can't afford it. I can't afford those people.
No.
There's just nothing there that you can do. That it's like going to Japan. You just lose your money the second you get off the plane.
Pretty much, yeah. I think we did like 2, maybe 3 days there, and like all in all, we were like, this was fun, but like we gotta make friends to spend the night at because like just getting here, getting a hotel.
Oh yeah.
Shit, fuck.
Nothing cheap, and it's like I don't know why are they expecting like people to run across the border and get a hotel, and they're just trying to price them out like like what the fuck is going on?
California's a strange place.
If you want to stay here, you're gonna pay.
Oh yeah, give me
$256 a night.
$256 a night, and we're gonna take a left toe. Why not?
Yeah, but no, Death Valley. Death Valley is dope.
Okay.
I went out there and I was on this long road, and I guess it's a popular road for Death Valley because it had the big Death Valley National Park sign or something on it. I didn't even know that I was in it.
Oh, true.
I just was trying to go to Death Valley, and there's this big sign, and I'm there, and of course I get naked, put my mask on, take a picture, and then as I'm doing that, the sky just like fucking starts rumbling, and it was a couple of F-35s or maybe F-22s, but our current stealth aircrafts just screeching across the fucking sky through the valley, and they couldn't have been more than 1,000 feet up, which is pretty goddamn close to the ground, just screaming through it. It was so fucking dope.
Oh,
you could feel them.
Okay.
Yeah.
Because when I was stationed out there, we definitely dealt with like some of that stuff. We had some F-35s there. It was like back when they were like being but when they're in their trial phases. So we saw a lot of that, and it was like hearing like them break the sound barrier and shit. The house would just fucking shake and like rumble. Yep. Yeah. So that's cool. Death Valley's cool, and if you ever go out that way, go check out a little ghost town called Rhyolite. Rhyolite?
Yeah, I think it's just over the border in Nevada, but either way, it's close to the border. And it was a gold or silver town for a short moment, and it had such a great production that people flocked in there, built this tiny little town, but then the gold just disappeared. So then all of a sudden, like it only had like a boom for like 8 years, and then it was just a ghost town. But there's some really cool stuff to go look up there. There is a big sculpture there that depicts the Last Supper, but it's all like ghost. But they're ghost like people putting a sheet over their head. You know what I mean? Like the typical fucking
like this spook.
Addams Family trying to spook you around the corner with old, but it's just like white sheets, but they're all, you can tell that it's white sheets. It's concrete or masonry or something, but it's I don't know how to explain it. Just look up Rhyolite.
That sounds fucking dope, though.
Yeah, Rhyolite spelled RHYLITE or something like that with an O somewhere in there.
Nice. All right. Dope. Okay, cool.
Yeah, it's a cool little spot.
All right. Let's see. I know I did the Badlands and South Dakota?
So Badlands, South Dakota, yeah. That's a pretty place.
Yeah, it was beautiful.
That's real pretty. South Dakota's cool. Wyoming, go if you ever get out that way.
Give me 1 second, sorry. We're good here.
Right. Good here?
Yep. We're good.
All right. Where were we? Oh, yeah.
Badlands.
Badlands in South Dakota. Really dope. And if you're over that way, go into eastern Wyoming and check out Devil's Tower. Mm-hmm. That's pretty rad.
Where's the Devil's Tower?
It's kind of near Gillette, Wyoming. It's, if you've ever watched the movie Close Encounters of the Third Kind, it's where the aliens come to meet us.
Oh, okay.
Dude, yeah. So like Richard Dreyfuss is always like, he's in the movie, he's completely enamored with this location and this tune in his head, and the aliens are going to come meet you there, and it turns out to be Devil's Tower, Wyoming. And he even made a mashed potato, a model of it.
No fucking way.
It's pretty rad. It's a volcano core essentially, though. It's the magma core of a volcano.
Really?
When the Earth's ground level was at a different height, and everything else eroded away, and it leaves this it looks like it could have been made by like giants or something. Like it's a really cool looking structure.
Fuck.
But everywhere around there is beautiful. There's plateaus and stuff that you can drive up and get up on top of and just see out across the country. Also over near the Badlands, if you're out that way, is the geographical center of North America.
Oh, really?
Yeah. Huh. Like about an hour drive east of
the Badlands?
Of that. South of the Badlands, I think.
Okay.
And then...
Oh, yeah, you know what? I saw a sign for that, but we had to go the opposite way. But I know what you're talking about.
Yeah, it's out there.
That's fucking dope. Okay.
Just something dumb to stop at,
Okay. Have you ever been to a place when it comes to like the urban exploring that was like disappointing?
Oh, plenty.
Oh, really?
Plenty. Plenty. So in urban exploring, there's this like thing where like you don't give away locations. And a lot of people are fucking gatekeepers, right? Like, I'm never going to give out this location. They're going to give it to you. They always fucking do. Because a lot of them aren't like really, they're Instagrammers, you know what I mean? Like, they're going to get the clout, or they don't even care about exploring. Lots of them just want to go and get the one picture that they saw someone else take the picture of.
Oh, just like, oh, you did it too, like
yeah, like going to the southern point of the United States thing. You know what I mean? Everyone now there's a line waiting to take a picture with a concrete pillar.
What the fuck?
And no one wants to get any other real pictures of the area. They just want to go to that one thing and say they were there.
Okay.
So yeah, there's lots of disappointing ones, and when we're not giving. People want to trade things with you sometimes, like, oh, well, if you tell me where you were, I've got this place over here, and it's like, well, what is it?
Yeah.
Well, those places you pull into and you wash your car, it's abandoned. Like, get the fuck out of here, man. Like,
oh, fuck.
Yeah. There's some places that look really dope from the outside. Like you can go into some old asylums and stuff, and then you get in there and it's just nothing but just 2x4s and holding the place together, and that's it.
Oh, that's depressing.
For instance, one that's really bad and sad, is it Jackson House? Jackson House here in downtown Tampa. Are you familiar with that at all?
I feel like I saw it on a website once, but
you probably have. If you go over to the courthouses, near there is a parking lot, and in the middle of this parking lot is an old wooden house.
I've seen that place, yeah.
And it's just held together with 2x4s and like beer cans and scotch tape, basically. Are you familiar with what that place is?
No.
Look at me, going to give you some black history.
Let's go.
That is the Jackson boarding house. I'm pretty sure it's Jackson, but it was the boarding house and like hotel and whatnot or whatever that all the black artists would stay at when they came to Tampa.
Dope.
Everyone has stayed there. I'm not going to say names because I'll probably get it wrong, but like if it's a famous black name, they were there. Everything from like I know for sure Louis Armstrong was there. That's one of my favorite musicians. But they had, during segregation times, there was anyone stayed there.
Okay.
There was political figures stayed there, entertainment figures, musicians, actors, they all stayed there. It's pretty rad. It's got that kind of history.
It's beautiful.
But then it fell into disrepair. Everyone can stay everywhere now, and that house has remained. But it's just falling apart and falling apart and falling apart. And like even the owner of the Lightning has given them like $1 million to try to start getting it renovated, and nothing ever happens. It at this point, I hate saying it, it just needs to be torn the fuck down.
Yeah.
Because if they rebuild it, it's not going to be any new material.
Yeah.
It's so rotten.
That's crazy.
The inside of it looks like if you take apart a Rubik's cube and turn it all sort. It's just so many 2x4s going in different directions to hold up every bit of wall. It's really sad. Yeah. To rebuild that would probably be millions of dollars if you're going to try to rebuild it to a historical standard.
Yeah.
So yeah, not worth it.
Not feasible. Oh, that's so depressing.
Yeah.
You would think that like with a place like this, now it's like random money, you would think some people would be like, oh, let's pull our like funds together and like let's make that happen. But I mean, I guess that's not.
Man, if this podcast was about complaining about shit, that would be one of my things, and Tampa would be one to complain about. And I don't know if this is bad. Maybe you can edit this out in 3, 2, 1. Hashtag fuck Mayor Jane Castor. So if you want to edit that out, I get it. I understand, but she's a piece of shit. And,
no, you're fine. I want this.
And I'm not going to turn this into complaints, but that house could have been saved a long time ago.
You know what? I can see that because just by you describing it alone, it's like if it's been around for that long, there has to have been people being like advocating for it and being like, hey, we should really.
It's been closed as long as I've been alive, and not to get out my age, but like I've been around a long time.
That's fucking wild.
It's been closed that long, yeah, and just standing there.
That's so depressing.
Yeah.
Okay. All right. So there's that. All right. Okay, so I think we hit like most of the like the I guess what Southwest, if that's a subsection. Like
so Southwest, all down there. There's so much awesome shit. Let's see, you got White Sands National Park in New Mexico, and Carlsbad Caverns out there. Both totally worth going to.
Okay.
Both are awesome. If you ever go to Carlsbad, take the walk down. They have an elevator that you can go. Fuck that elevator. The walk down is like this switchback trail that goes all the way down into it. Carlsbad Caverns is also the largest cavern system that we know of in America.
Really?
It is massive. It is awesome.
Okay.
It's a whole day of just, seeing shit that you're not going to see outside of there. And it was found totally by accident on a farmer. A farmer was out there and saw bats fly out of the ground.
Oh,
and then found that opening, and then that opening happened to be bigger, and they still haven't explored the whole place. There's still tunnels that they're looking at every day.
That's amazing.
Yeah.
That sounds like one of those places where like you'll find out like I see like those like videos of like people who like passed away and shit like that. Because they were spelunking or whatever the fuck.
Yeah, spelunking.
Yeah, no, I'm good.
There's a lot of spelunking in Florida.
Is there really?
Lots of it. We have so many caves underground that our aquifer and Florida doesn't have like a bedrock. We're all on limestone.
Yeah.
And our aquifer is also high. If you go out in your yard right here and dig down 5 feet, you'll probably hit water, right?
Yeah.
So all that water made everything that we see for the most part. It's incredible what water can do, and there's just tons of caves under the ground here. But we don't hear about it because unlike Urban Explorer Instagrammers, spelunkers keep that shit quiet. And if you ask a spelunker like, hey man, I saw you posted this cave, can you take me to it? The answer is fuck no.
I'm glad. I can't. Obviously know more about the like urban exploring community or and everything like that. But I know sometimes you do need gatekeepers, especially in this day and age.
I'm not opposed to gatekeepers in that sense, like for protection rights.
Yeah.
if you want to check out a really rad cave, I would suggest in Alabama, there's a place called Stevens Gap.
Stevens Gap.
You can apply with I don't know what it is. It's like maybe it's Alabama spelunking or national spelunking or something. But there's just, if you Google enough and you can find out, apply for a Stevens Gap permit or something.
Okay.
Because that way you'll get into a small parking lot with a code, and then you have to do this hike through the woods. It's not a super hard hike or anything, but Stevens Gap is this big cave, and it is perfect. Somewhere on my Instagram is a picture of it, but it has a pedestal in the middle of like a pedestal in the middle of like a river, kind of underground river water basin type thing, and then one hole in the top of the cave where the light comes down like your fucking Jesus.
Oh fuck yeah!
And shines right on you. Yeah, it's fucking. I got naked there, and then people showed up. It was cool. They got to see my heavenly body. But that place is really dope. If you ever want to check something out, and I can't remember if they charge or if it's donation. But either way, whatever the price is.
Yeah, it's totally worth it. I can see.
Yeah, totally worth it.
I like that. Okay, so that's all right. So that's like the States, right? So let's go to like the international front. Like,
where you want to go first?
Oh, let's start. I guess like close to home. Let's do like Latin America.
Okay.
And like the Caribbeans, I guess would be like
Bahamas. Nothing special.
Yeah, that's fair.
We live in Florida, dude.
Yeah, it's the same.
If you're going over there, it's to party. There's nothing else to do, or go fishing, or smuggle drugs, which I don't do. So, yeah, Bahamas, whatever. Puerto Rico. If you can get up into the middle of the country, into the mountains, it's cool. It's cool. But otherwise, like, watch your wallet. And I haven't been there since I was a kid. When I was a kid, like, all the guardrails were gone, all the street signs were gone. Anything that was made of aluminum is gone, just gone. And that's just it. And my dad had an apartment in San Juan for a couple of years, and he had like a 5-block radius that was like people that had. It was a company apartment, so that's the only place that people that had a little bit of money or a little bit of something nice were staying, I guess. And everything around it was like 5 homicides a day.
Holy shit!
Yeah, it's whatever. Puerto Rico.
That's fucking crazy.
Get a rental car and go find other shit to do. Don't go to San Juan.
Noted.
Cuba. I love Cuba. I absolutely 100% love that place.
Really?
I've been like 6 times. I've been across the entire island, and I've been with friends of all shape, size, race, color, gender, everything. I've been with all of them, and there's nothing. The only thing I can ever say bad about Cuba is don't ever go there with a woman. But otherwise, Cuba's amazing.
Okay.
Your girlfriend's cool. Bring your girlfriend. I traveled with a friend one time, and if she ever hears this, I mean, she's not really that great of a friend, but she made the whole trip miserable.
Oh, that's unfortunate.
Fuck, it sucked. But nonetheless,
yeah,
we still made the best of everything, and that was a fun trip. Fun place.
How do you get to Cuba? Like, because you can't fly into Cuba from the U.S.
Well, no, you have to flap your arms really hard.
I can try that, but I don't think I got the will for it.
My best friend growing up was Cuban. His parents used to tell us that they flew over on a kite. Yeah, I always thought that was funny. We made a very big kite and flew over.
That's impressive.
Yeah, right. No, you can fly there from here.
Okay, yeah.
And Southwest Airlines is my favorite one to fly over. If you were to take the first flight of the day, mostly it flies to Miami and does layover and then Cuba. But the first flight of the day is direct nonstop from Tampa to Havana, and the last flight of the day with Southwest is typically nonstop from Havana to Tampa.
Interesting.
And it's like flying to Atlanta. It's like an hour and 20 minutes.
Oh, that's not bad.
You go up, you go down.
Fuck yeah. Okay.
Totally worth it. People there, phenomenal. This is my little bit of a take on political stuff, but like people that believe in communism or socialism have never left the States before. They've never seen anything outside of the U.S.
Yeah.
That's the only reason they believe in socialism and communism. And argue that all day. I won't change my mind. I've been to it. I've been to enough communist and socialist countries to understand that. The people there are cheated by their government, and when socialism gets involved, then they're cheated by each other. And it's not because they want to cheat each other. It's because that's survival.
Yep.
Everything there, you can, as a tourist, we can buy anything we want. We can go to any store and get all kinds of shit all day long. But the people that live there cannot. They just can't. When you travel the country, you'll see potato farmers on the side of the road because they're selling stolen potatoes. Yeah, I mean, you laugh, but like that's for real shit.
That's the reality.
That is real shit. And you go and you buy those 3 potatoes off of them for, what's to us is 25 cents. For them is like, a few Cuban pesos.
Yeah.
And Cuba even has 2 different monies. They have the Cuban peso, and then they have the cook, which is a centralized Cuban universal currency, CUC. And what that one is like basically they do a lot of trade with Russia and China still. They tried to equivalate enough Cuban money to equal $1 that would be good for international spending. So like, if you came over there with a boatload of stuff, I can give you 10,000 Cuban cook dollars, or I can give you 10 million Cuban pesos that you now have to hold on to. So, you know what I'm saying? It's a condensed money, I guess.
Okay, that makes sense.
But the people there don't really get the chance to use the cook as much as they use the centavos and pesos and stuff. Yeah.
Huh. Oh, that's depressing.
And like in Havana, dinner costs normal. It's close to American prices, maybe 2/3 of American prices on things. Get outside of Havana, bro, you're buying a whole goddamn pig for like $5.
What the fuck?
It's so delicious. You can feed the whole family for like $5 at someone's house on the side of the road on the way to Camel Way or something. Cuba's dope, dude.
Okay.
Oh, that was one of the scary ones.
Oh yeah.
Russia. So when they used to be in cahoots with Russia was building a nuclear power plant there.
Yeah.
And that's down in I think it's near Cienfuegos on the bottom, the southern coast. Communism fell, so Russia pulled out, and now there's this nuclear plant that doesn't have a nuclear reactor, but it has the whole plant is like half built. I went there with my buddy. I won't say his name. I don't want him in any kind of trouble. He's awesome. He lives there. I met him through another friend. He'll pick you up at the airport, take you anywhere you want to go. He does all the rubbing elbows for you to get stuff. If you want something, he'll find it. And he'll get his price, not the I'm selling to an American price.
I love it.
And that's nothing against it. I'd rather pay the cheap price.
No, that's fair. Yeah.
No knock against the hustle they have, but he got me into several places. We abandoned Highlight Fronten, which is what you call a Fronten is a Highlight arena. Highlight is the game with the big wicker curve on your hand and you sling a ball at the wall. Yeah. So that used to be big everywhere, and it was a Spanish sport. There's a Highlight Fronten in the middle of Havana that nobody knows about that's abandoned.
What the fuck?
He got us into that.
That's awesome.
There's a couple other things. There's some MiG airplanes and stuff and old bases. But the one thing he could not get us into was that nuclear plant. We drove all the way there and down to it, and we pulled up, and there's like 6 Cuban security guards in different forms of relaxing in the shade with shirt on, off, unbuttoned, whatever. And these are government, representatives. And I sent my buddy up to talk to them. He talked to them. You can see it's not going well. Not bad. They're just like, no, we can't do this. I offered them 500 American, and they still would not let me go in there.
Damn.
So we drove back down the road. My ass got out of the car and bushwhacked it through the bushes to the back side of this place.
Oh, shit.
I've not been that frightened in a long time. It was just so eerie. The wind was blowing. There was vultures. Metal was creaking. And I'm trying to sneak up a little bit at a time, like how a paintball guy sneaks up obstacle to obstacle, but without the paintball gun. And I finally got to one. I saw a footprint in the dirt, and I was like, "Fuck this, I'm out." I've got a couple pictures from up close, but I was gone, dude. There was no sense for me to be there any longer.
Okay.
But yeah, Cuba's awesome.
Cuba. Right.
Go to Trinidad, Cuba if you ever have a chance. Trinidad, Cuba is very much like old Spain. Cobblestone roads, that, Spanish / Italian influency looking. It's rad.
Oh yeah, so. I know there's a good population of people from Trinidad here. I know that for a fact.
Well, that's a different Trinidad. You're thinking of Trinidad Tobago. Yeah, they look typically like Indian people, like the India, the country Indian. Yeah, I've known a few of them, but no, Trinidad, Cuba is its own place. It's like saying you're going to Mexico, Maine. There's a Mexico in Maine, by the way.
Is it really?
Yeah.
The fuck? Okay. I guess we just needed that. That's fair. All right.
Or Paris, Texas.
Paris, Texas. I know about Paris, Texas. We have another Palestine, Ohio.
Yeah. Oh, there's a bunch of them. There's a Cuba, Florida.
Is there really?
Cuba, Florida. There's Maine has several of them that are other countries that are cities over there, towns. Yeah.
Funny. Okay. All right. So that's the Latin America and the islands.
Yeah. Let's see. Yeah, Central America. I've done a few trips through there. It's all pretty cool. Worth going to. I liked Panama. It's cool. Let's see that, but let's get away from there. Let's go. Okay, the Emerald Isles. England, Scotland, Wales, and Ireland, Northern Ireland.
Yeah,
I've been there a couple of times, and those are all pretty rad.
Yeah.
Ireland's dope. It's not part of the UK, regular Ireland. Its own country. There's some really cool abandoned shit to see there if you can find it. There's a lot of houses out in the middle of nowhere, especially when you get to Northern Ireland, that were just like left when the IRA was going through bombing shit and doing things. So I found some pretty cool old houses there with all the old Catholic stuff on the walls and shit, and vines growing all up the walls.
That's fucking dope.
I snuck into a graveyard one time that I thought was cool. And then I got in there, and then there was people working in there. And they're like, why'd you sneak in? You could have just asked us. Yeah. Yeah.
That's good. That's very good.
So I did that. Got in there, and they showed me around.
Oh, thank God. I'm sorry. I didn't realize.
Oh, no, it's all good. Showed me around, and this tattoo here on my wrist. So I learned about that place the first time I went.
Yeah.
Second time I went with my son and 3 other friends, and I showed them this graveyard. Why it was significant? It was one of the very few, especially old graveyards, like 1700s and older, that both Catholics and Protestants were buried in.
Oh, wow.
Yeah, because obviously, they don't like each other, and they just fight and shit on each other. So yeah, they're both buried in there, and that's rare for especially older cemeteries in that area.
That's crazy.
So when I went back there with these people, I wanted to show them that, and it was cool. So when we got up to Northern Ireland in Belfast, we got this tattooed. That
dope.
For I know they can't see it, but it's basically the shape of a coffin with a skull and bones over it and a hourglass with wings at the top. And why is because one of the older graves there had a concrete top. People were illiterate. They couldn't write or spell, but they could make symbols of what it was, and time flies and then you die. And that saying is that old that it was from like a 15 or 1600,
That's fucking awesome.
Yeah. So that's cool. So several of us got the same tattoo there.
That's pretty legit.
Yeah. So that was that. Belfast was cool. Northern Ireland is cool. Seeing the place, the hotel. There's a hotel there in Northern Ireland that they bombed like so many times from the IRA. It's just like you can see right through it. The northern coast of Ireland's dope. Scotland, fucking awesome.
Yeah.
Beautiful. Everything there is rad. I didn't go swimming in it, but my buddies went swimming in Loch Ness. We went to the castle. That's like, if you look up Loch Ness castles, this castle's always there, and it's a tourist attraction kind of.
Okay.
And I asked the guy that was there, I'm like, hey, anyone ever go swimming in Loch Ness? He's like, why the fuck would you do that? It's like 16,000 feet deeper. It's it's 2 mountain valleys. So it's a very deep lake, and very long and dark. And we're like, I don't know. Like, can we go swimming in it? He's like, there's nowhere here to go swimming, but I go on lunch in 10 minutes. And in that 10 minutes, I will be up there in that room where I can't see anything that's over there. And we're like, oh yeah, wink, wink, nudge, nudge, gotcha. So we went right over there as soon as he left, and I'm videoing my buddies getting into Loch Ness with just their underwear on.
That's fucking
It's
crazy.
cold water.
Oh, imagine.
There's a little town called Forres, Fores, I think, or maybe Rres.
Mm-hmm.
I met an automaton maker and repairman there. Automatons are robots before there was robots.
Yeah.
So we're talking about like 1600s and shit that kings would buy. It's a wind-up toy that you can, like, even the monkey with the symbols, you know, that's an automaton, essentially.
Gotcha.
You know, it has a full automation and thing that it does.
Mm-hmm.
So this guy repairs and makes automatons. He thought, when I called him and said, hey, I got some of us that want to come check it out, he thought we were just going to be assholes and come in there. So he didn't really prep anything. And then we saw how excited we were to see all these little robots and, like, you know, a little wind-up thing of like a bear smoking a cigarette and puffing out, you know, steam, shit like that. So the guy got real excited that we were there and took us up in his attic.
Mm-hmm.
Bro, I did not realize it, but this guy has some serious stuff up there. And, hope that got caught.
Yeah, that
sorry about that.
That one might not be in there.
There was a movie
Mm-hmm.
where it was a little automaton boy.
Mm.
What was it called?
Oh, wait, futuristic or like not futuristic?
I want to say it's kind of futuristic.
Animated or live action?
It's the kind of animation that looks like live action.
Oh, so like that. Okay, so like that, like CGI, but like photorealistic.
It's like 15 years old now at this point, but it's like the boy's name is the name of the movie or something.
Gotcha. Okay.
But he's the one that created that fucking automaton for that movie.
No shit.
Didn't know that until I was there.
So
that was really dope.
That's pretty cool.
And then England is England.
Yeah.
Yep. Yeah. Whatever you think of England, just go with it and go hang out.
I don't have a full opinion of it since I haven't been there myself, but it's a place that I'm interested in going to at least once. You know, just to
you got to. I mean, I've been a couple times, and it's worth. You know, if you ever have a layover in London, do it. Just don't try to switch planes.
What do you mean?
So London has 4 airports: north, south, east, and west. Gatwick, Gatwick. It doesn't matter. When I went to Romania, we did our layover in England, stayed a couple of days, and we were at the southern airport, and I got a rental car, but that rental car didn't have a return place at the northern airport where I had to fly out from, and my buddy made us late because he wanted fucking McDonald's. Yeah. He's like a McDonald's connoisseur, and I fell asleep in the car and let him drive, so he took us to McDonald's instead of the airport. And then we got our $120 Uber ride to go to the next airport in a traffic jam and missed our flight to Romania.
Oh my god.
Yeah, because he wanted McDonald's. I was pissed. It cost me like another $500 to book the next flight.
That's fucking crazy. I'd be like, you know, there's probably a McDonald's at the airport, right? Like, what the fuck?
Look, let's not talk about it. He's probably gonna listen to this, and
that's fair.
I was just so fucking upset. I was so fucking upset.
I feel like it's a valid thing to be upset about, but no shade, no smoke wanted here. So.
I mean, at the very minimum, at least he went to McDonald's. I've traveled the world with this guy a few times, and McDonald's is his go-to. Had he chosen to go to some shit because he just read about it on the internet, it was the signs on the side of the road that got him though, because it was a different kind of burger. It was a burger with like loose pussy lip meat on it or something. I don't know. So.
Okay, yeah, he couldn't pass that up.
Couldn't pass it up.
That's fair.
Right?
All right, I've been there. I understand.
So, anyways, yeah, that'll take us to Romania.
Oh yeah.
I went there a couple years ago, and we went to Transylvania.
Nice.
And we went to Dracula's castle for a Halloween party.
Dope.
Yeah, that's pretty rad. That's what this tattoo is. The little plastic vampire teeth you put in your mouth.
Uh-huh.
Yeah, so got that in Romania.
Fuck yeah.
And we traveled over to Bulgaria.
Mm-hmm.
Both places are rad. They're just rad. It's cool.
Yeah.
You know, they're both former, Soviet. And there's a lot of brutalist architecture. But then there's also just a lot of village and just people living type stuff in it. And you get a real good feeling of it being middle class.
Yeah.
But their middle class isn't like American middle class. Their middle class is like more united, I guess, if that makes any kind of sense.
That
like,
they make up the actual majority.
Yeah, they make up the actual majority. There's no upper class one. I'm sure there is, but there you don't drive around seeing, you know,
a bunch of fucking like Bugattis.
Yeah, there's no Bugattis and shit. There was a couple, but there's nobody. It's not as common as you would here. Like, I think this week in Tampa, I've seen probably at least 5 Lamborghinis. One was a hologram, one was orange, one was blue. It could have been Gary Sheffield. I don't know. He used to drive blue ones, and there was 2 black ones. That's all this week. Off the top of my head.
I was right next to a white one yesterday on my way from St. Pete back to the side of town.
I just saw a McLaren on Columbus Avenue by Ybor on the bumpiest piece of shit road that you could be on.
Yeah,
and
that shit
motherfucker has a McLaren parked at a brand new
that
house
shit makes
there.
me laugh so fucking hard.
Yeah.
I'm like, yo, you gotta spend all this money. You're gonna be fucking hobbling on those cobble roads. Oh, the best part is when they have to go to a speed bump. Oh man, that shit is hilarious.
Well, it is hilarious until you're the guy behind them. That's like going to the store and a motherfucker in front of you pulling out lottery tickets. It's like, fuck, man, I gotta wait for this. There's no way to go over a speed bump in those things like straight.
Yeah,
you got to go crooked in the gutter, slow.
It always makes me laugh because I'm like, you spend all this money just to be inconvenienced. Like, I don't get it.
You spend all that money to get to where you're going and inconvenience everyone around you.
It's fucking insane. It's the same thing like when I found out about Corvettes. Like, because when I was back in California, like we had a guy who actually did like street racing, and he had a Corvette for it. And like I was talking to his girlfriend at the time, and I was like, she was like telling me about it, and she was like, yeah, she's like, the gas mileage on the state's her ass though. And I was like, what do you mean? She's like, it's like 15 miles a gallon. I was like, that car gets 15 miles to the gallon.
Yeah, you bought a brand new car that does less than 20 miles to a gallon.
Yeah, I'm like,
on purpose.
What the fuck? And then I was like, and it takes 93. She's like, yeah. I'm like, so you're paying $5 to $6 a gallon to go. I was like, oh, that's worse than a fucking truck.
California right now, I think regular gas is like $5 a gallon.
Oh yeah, it's fucking.
I had some friends posting pictures. That's
some evil shit.
That's
fucking crazy.
Fuck California though.
Okay, so that's like Romania, Bulgaria. Okay, where did you guys go after that?
Well, we stayed in those two countries over there, and then came back through England and home.
Okay.
And then all those other European countries I've been to, I've driven through them all.
Okay.
So I would stay in Germany because that's a very central. And then from there, drive out every day to different countries and visit different things. And use. I mostly would stay in like Frankfurt. Okay. Which is southwest Germany.
I did like 3 days at Kesterton. They call it K-Town. It's right next to the Ramstein Air Base.
Oh yeah.
So
Ramstein's a popular spot over there.
Yeah, it's a solid little area. So that's cool. Okay, because I guess like a lot of people don't realize. Oh, it's funny because it happens on both ends, right? When Europeans come to America, they think that you can just drive from like New York to Texas in like a day, and it's like, nah, I can't do that.
No. So all the traveling, I've met some people, and they don't realize like over there you really can drive country to country. And I mean, shit, I probably did like 3. There's many times that I've driven 3 countries in a day just going through them, and they don't realize that it's essentially the same thing. You can drive state to state here, but it is not as close as they think.
Yeah, no, it is.
Not at all.
It is a trek.
Like Luxembourg, you can drive across Luxembourg in like fucking 30 minutes. It's that small of a country. Liechtenstein too. Yeah. Liechtenstein's just this tiny little country in the top of the Alps between France, Italy, and Switzerland, and Germany, and shit like over there.
It's funny,
tiny little place.
I love it,
but it's rad, man. Getting to go and see all those, and I would definitely suggest. Switzerland's expensive, but if you can get down to like the Black Forest area, because you got Black Forest, and then you got like Swiss Alps and stuff, all within like a day of travel. It's almost as good as driving from like the Mexican border to the Canadian border through the west. You know, you get a whole change of landscape as you go north or south, and the same thing down there.
That's fucking cool. All right, cool. Because that's definitely like on my bucket list. It's probably not gonna happen like this year, but like
if you like the Rocky Mountains at all,
I do.
You will absolutely, because this is like the Rocky Mountains times 2.
Oh fuck yeah.
Yeah, they're massive, beautiful, and then there's castles on them.
Oh, that's fucking dope. Because I fell in love with mountains when I was over in living in Virginia. We went out to the Shenandoah Mountains.
And those aren't even mountains.
Oh yeah, no.
Those are rolling hill mountain things.
Yeah, we did a hike there, and that became like my go-to, like home away from home. I think like once every 4 months, I end up just going on a hike out there for like a couple of days just to like get away from the world and everything like that because there's nothing else to
Yep.
fucking do out there but fucking just walk and that's like waterfalls. That's when I found out that Virginia had rattlesnakes and that shit threw me for a fucking loop. Like,
Oh yeah.
yeah, I didn't know that.
Dude, I think rattlesnakes are like the only snake that you can find in like all the lower 48,
That's fucking crazy.
or at least really close to it. Like they don't have many. Like Maine has like one. It's like a pine rattle or a rock rattler,
Huh.
and you don't see them very often. But there's like one rattlesnake that you can find pretty much everywhere.
Yeah, that blew my mind. I didn't realize that at the time. So I was like, because I was like, we were standing next to like a waterfall and we are like looking at it, and I start hearing. I'm like, what the fuck is that? And then it keeps going again and again, and I'm like, hold on. And I like turn my head and I look down and I see it just like it's like 5-10 feet away from me. But I was like, I got you. I understand what you're saying.
Yeah.
I'm gonna back the fuck up.
Yeah, they say we can't talk to animals, but they can talk to us.
That is a universal sound.
Yeah. For real. Yeah, I've walked up on a few out, dude. Texas, man.
Mm-hmm.
I've got family in West Texas, in a little tiny town called La Mesa, which is like maybe an hour north of Lubbock.
Mm-hmm.
But I did a road trip with my dad. We went from Dallas to La Mesa, and then we drove all the way down to into Mexico, and then back up through Fort Hood and back over.
Nice.
And I've never seen so many fucking rattlesnakes in my life, except for in La Mesa, Texas. They're dead on the road. They're alive on the road. They're under every single bush, inside of every shoe left outside, under every garbage can lid. They're underneath other dead snakes. They're fucking everywhere, man. They're everywhere. That and dead deer.
Really?
We see our share in Florida. We see our share of deer on the side of the road that are dead, right?
Yeah.
Along with bobcats and the occasional fox and whatever else.
Coyote or two.
Yeah, coyote, dude. I don't even know if I've seen that many deer in my life alive. There's dead deer everywhere.
Oh yeah, no, fucking, because I had to drive through. I had to get to San Antonio from California, so I stopped in El Paso, and
Yes, that's it.
Yep, and then right going through like the day, I think we stopped. First time I went through, we stopped at Odessa, and then we drove down from there. The second time I drove through, I stopped at like Ozona, and I was like. And I was talking to one of my friends about it, and they're like, "Why didn't you just drive through the night since it's only like 4 hours away?" It's like, "Because the sun's going down." And I was like, "I'm not sure if you've noticed this." I was like, "I don't know if you know this, but like deer are rampant out in this motherfucker, and they don't give a fuck."
Not even the slightest fuck, dude. I saw a buck, I saw doe, I saw babies, I saw spotted deer, every deer you can think of. Like there's whole families of deer just getting murked over there.
I think we did a count. We counted 125 from Odessa to San Antonio.
I believe that. You probably missed a few.
100%.
100%.
They're just fucking everywhere. I was like, yeah. So I was like, so at night, I was like, when we were in Texas, I was like,
You're the first person I've ever told that to that right away knew exactly what I'm talking about.
It's insane.
I tell that to people and they're like, okay, cool. I'm like, no.
You can't comprehend.
You don't know what I'm talking about. It's like somebody stepped on an ant bed and full of deer and they came out and then stepped on the deer.
It's insane. It's absolutely insane.
Out west, one more thing I should mention. If you ever make it to Colorado.
Oh, fuck yeah.
Bishop's Castle.
Bishop's Castle?
Yeah, Bishop's Castle.
Bishop's Castle.
Dude, it's rad. It's kind of southwest Colorado.
Mm-hmm.
A little bit north of Durango, I think.
Mm-hmm.
But this dude, he's Mr. Bishop. He's old as fuck now, but he's been building this castle by hand.
What?
For like the last 50 years or something, and it is rad.
That's fucking dope.
It is a total insurance nightmare because he'll let you walk all over that thing, and I mean it is put together with like spit and lube, dude. It's there, but it's awesome. And the last time I went, I took some friends in October during an early snowstorm.
Ooh.
And nobody would go up on top with me, and I'm up on this little shaky wire wrought iron bridge. Yeah. I'll show you pictures later. It's pretty fun.
Okay. So you went to Russia, right?
No, I want to be in Russia. I'd like to, yeah.
Okay.
No, but like I've been through Poland, Czechoslovakia, Romania, and Bulgaria, and those are all former Soviet. Yeah.
Okay, cool.
Well, not Poland, but
yeah. Did you go to Ukraine?
No, Ukraine is next door to Romania and Bulgaria. I'd love to go there, but all flights are off right now.
Oh yeah.
Yeah, Ukraine is on my list.
Mm-hmm.
Pripyat is one of my bucket list places to go to. Chernobyl.
Oh yes,
where the Chernobyl thing
that's
was.
what I was gonna ask because I couldn't remember if you said you went to Russia or not because it's like, did you go to Chernobyl?
I have had Pripyat on my bucket list for a very long time,
Mm-hmm.
and then they came out with the show Chernobyl or whatever a couple years ago, and then it blew up. And I have friends there that are tour guides for it.
Oh,
but right now it's everything is off limits.
Yeah, right now
there.
you can't do shit right now over there.
Yeah.
How was Asia?
I went with, you've met my friend Rob,
Mm-hmm.
Filipino.
Mm-hmm.
I went with him to the Philippines to visit his family.
Mm-hmm.
Spent a good week and a half there. Rad. Philippines is dope.
Mm-hmm.
There's a lot of expats there. A lot of guys from the military. Once they get
Mm-hmm.
their leave and whatever it is, they get paid and they just go live there because you can afford it.
Yeah. It's the
Yeah.
It's
Not saying anybody's working the system. I'm just saying they live there on what they can make.
No, it's valid.
And I don't fuck with soldiers, man. They did their job. So, but if I found out that like my neighbor who sold drugs his whole life is living in the Philippines, I'm gonna be mad.
That's valid. That's very valid. That's fair.
Yeah. But yeah, Philippines was dope. There's a lot to see there. I went to Corregidor Island, which is where like MacArthur said that he would return, and the Bataan Death March of all the Japanese were marching all the Philippines on like a Trail of Tears of their version of it. Like, you know, it was rad. There's a lot of good shit to see there. The people are really cool.
Mm-hmm.
Basketball in the Philippines is huge.
Really?
Huge.
Huh.
If you can't make it to the NBA here, don't fucking worry. Because you can go to the Philippines, get paid a lot less, and live a lot more lavishly than like the big players here. Because everything's cheaper, and you're getting paid a lot of money. I don't know what to tell you. And so, you know, Americans were a big part of the Philippines after World War II, and then Marcos came in, was president, and basically told us to kick rocks.
Yeah.
So we did. And then they went downhill with a lot of things, like a lot of shit crashed.
Mm-hmm.
Nonetheless, by the time I got there in 2007 or so,
Mm-hmm.
they'd spent, you know, 2 or 3 generations of not seeing Americans outside of Manila, really.
Yeah.
And we were way out in the Bataan Peninsula, near a little town called Balanga.
Ooh.
Yeah, everywhere I would go, because I'm 6'6". Well, first of all, they love basketball. I've already said that. But I'm talking about they love basketball so much that every house, every telephone pole, every stick of bamboo that you could stick upright in the ground has some form of a rim or milk crate or something on it to play basketball with.
Fuck.
And every park has like a whole, like almost a runway worth of basketball
No
playing. Yeah, like
shit.
it was crazy. There's basketball nets everywhere.
That's crazy.
And of course, everywhere I go, slam dunk, bro. I'm fucking Woody Harrelson, bro. This white man can't jump. I'm 6'6". I can dunk, right? I can dunk, but it's the ugliest dunk you've ever seen. I'm not going to do it because you asked me to do it. I'll do it for money, but otherwise, I'm not going to dunk shit. I don't want to. It's terrible. It's 2 hands, and it's a big grunt and a heavy jump, and I barely get it over the rim. So everywhere I go, they want me to slam dunk, and I won't do it. I'm just like, oh yeah, no, I'm not doing that. One night we go to, where were we? We were in Angeles City, I think, which is almost like their Las Vegas.
Oh, okay.
Red light district, casinos, and
All that shit.
titty bars and shit.
Love it.
And we go to, it was me and Rob's cousin or friend or something who's half Filipino, like he's a very pale, but he has Asian accents. And then 2, and that's important to know, 2 other native dudes from there.
Okay.
And Rob's very Filipino looking. So if he doesn't say that he's American when he's there, he gets like, you know, looped in with the rest. Yep. So we're going to this go-go club. It wasn't a strip club. It was go-go. Like all the girls wearing tall boots and Looks like 60s type, like Heather Graham and Austin Powers.
Yeah, with the short shorts and all that.
Short shorts and little shimmy dresses and stuff. Yeah.
Yeah.
And they wouldn't let us in because we had Filipinos with us. And I'm the only white guy, and Mike, the other guy that was like half Filipino, is the only one that looks white. And Rob's like, motherfucker, I'm full American. Rob lived in California, and he lived in the Philippines for high school, but he's been in Tampa for his entire adult life. Mm-hmm. And I love Rob Ballesteros, by the way. He's like, motherfucker, I'm full ass fucking. I can't even speak Tagalog, motherfucker. So, but once they saw American money come out of our wallets, they didn't give a fuck.
Yeah.
And the other two guys got to come in with us because now it's 3 essentially Americans and 2 Filipino guys.
Yeah.
This place gives you a woman when you walk in.
What?
Yeah. They're like, this girl's yours.
Oh.
And this girl's yours. And this girl's yours. They just gave us each a woman. And then they go and they sat us down at a table, and our server's name was Dan. So I know that name really well. Mm-hmm. And he asked if I play basketball.
Oh, no.
Of course I do. I'm actually here training to play, and the only team I know in the Philippine Basketball Association, their teams are named after like whoever owns them. Oh. So like here we're named after like animals or cities, skyscrapers or some shit. They're named after the company that owns it. That's the only one I know is Alaskan Foods. I'm like, yeah, I actually got signed by Alaskan Foods and I'm here for training. They're like, oh shit. They take us out of our table and put us in this booth, and now we're in luxury shit.
Holy shit.
And there's 5 of us sitting. We all have 5 girls. We're having a good old fucking time, man. Mm-hmm. We're just ordering shit because everything costs nothing. And we're getting fucking tanked. And these girls are showing us these dumb magic tricks and all kinds of shit. And we're talking to them, having a good time. And then all of a sudden, like a bell goes off, and the girls all are like, oh, we're going to be right back. I'm like, what? No, stay.
Yeah, what?
They all go. They disappear, and then across the room, this empty floor. I don't know if you remember. You might not be old enough to remember Captain and Tennille.
Not familiar.
Okay, I can't even remember what shitty song they sing, but the guy would dress up with like a little sailor's hat, and the girl would dress up kind of like a lingerie or not lounge singer type.
Oh, I've seen that. Yeah.
Yeah, they're just and they suck, but whatever. But it looked like Captain and Tennille set up in the corner. There's a little drum set and a girl with a guitar singing terrible music. And all the girls that were there went and get in this big line and start doing like a model strut, like a model on a runway.
Oh, yeah.
But they didn't turn around and go the other way. They all just walked to us, right to our table. And then one would go left, the next would go right, the next would go left, one would go right. And they're just it's like they were just trying to show off themselves to us. Mm-hmm. This one girl came by, and boy, she was fine. Fine. Absolutely gorgeous. Mm-hmm. And I don't know why, but I even stood up. I was like, Dan, yelling for my server. I'm like, Dan, that bitch is fine as fuck. That girl that just walked by, she's so fucking fine. And everyone's laughing at me, and I'm like, whatever. I'm signing autographs and stuff now. Like the dancing part got done, and now I'm signing autographs with my real name. And they don't know any better. They all think they're meeting, a celebrity.
Fuck it.
And yeah, fuck it. And our girls came and sat back down with us. Then Dan walks up to us, grabs the girl that was given to me at the beginning that I've made friends with now, grabs her by the wrist and just like chucks her to the fucking weeds. And the girl that I was yelling about makes her sit with me. Now I've got this totally hot bitch next to me. The girl I had, bro, she was not hot.
Oh no.
But she was dope. And I was married at the time, so it didn't matter.
Yeah.
But like, she was dope and rad and cool to hang out with. And man, she had the mouth of an English person. Can I say stuff like that on here? I don't know.
Yeah, sure. Why not?
Yeah, I mean, yeah. She looked like she like somebody gave her rock candy, and it was real rocks.
Oh no.
So, but again, she was really nice. So she gets chucked out to the weeds. The hot one's sitting with me, and I don't know how to have a conversation with this girl. It took me forever to talk to the ugly one. So I can't talk to this one. And I'm trying to talk to her. This bitch tried to tell me, man, we're in the Philippines, bro. We're in Asia, and you're going to tell me your name is Asia?
Stop.
Her name, she's like, my name's Asia. I'm like, no. I am full turned off now. Like, your name's, shut the fuck up. I didn't want to hear that. I'm not a soldier, bitch. Like, I don't. Like,
Fuck. Is that line
so
work on everybody else? I feel like.
yeah. So her and I are talking, and she wanted some change to go call her boyfriend who's in the Philippine Army or Air Force. I'm like, what? This is terrible. Right about that time, the original girl I had comes back and it's just like fucking off the top rope, Ultimate Warrior, elbow to the fucking skull, and they just start going at it.
Oh,
I'm like, wait, stop. You can both sit with me. You can sit on both sides of me. And they stopped fighting and they sat on both sides of me, and we kind of cold shouldered the hot girl, and she just tore off and went away somewhere. So there was a little hotel next door, and just me and the other three are going to go home. Me and Rob are going to stay because we're there. I went with Rob to visit his family and all that. So him and I are together no matter what. I get some rooms, come back, give Rob a key to his room. I'm like, hey man, this is the rooms. I'm right next door to you. He's like, cool, no problem. So
that's a really good impersonation, actually.
Oh, Rob, yeah. We all have some impersonations.
Hey, what you talking about? You best be going on your own way now. Oh, crushy humpback smokestack. That's you. You're the humpback smokestack. I'm Rob. You can catch me at the castle Friday nights.
That dude's so he's so smooth though.
I love it.
When he walks in the room, like you hear Marvin Gaye just starts playing. Pew, 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 pew. He's always got some smooth shit. So yeah, we get rooms. I go to my room, and Rob goes to his room, and I guess the girls followed him back to the rooms because he was laying down. He gets a knock on the door, and it's the girl that was sitting with him, and he's like, I guess, come on in, and he passed right the fuck back out. But he woke up and told me when he woke up, all his change was gone, and she stole everything out of his minibar. And I was like, damn, that sucks. And then told me, yeah, and the girl that you were sitting with was over by your door, crouched down in the hallway crying because you wouldn't answer the door. Oh. I was out like a light, bro. I didn't even know I was alive the next morning. So yeah, that was funny. But yeah, the Philippines were rad, and then we went to Hong Kong and journeyed over to China just a touch. But that was pretty cool. Hong Kong's very clean, and I think I got food poisoning there.
Oh,
yeah,
that's a tragedy.
Yeah, whatever. I mean, you eat things that you're not used to. I came home. I've never woken up in my life and had to shit. And I woke up and I ran to the bathroom. Oh, no. And I barely made it. And at the time I was married and we had a 4-post bed, and I was on the far side of the bed, and I woke up and I grabbed onto that post and slung around it, and the whole post just broke right off the bed. Oh, fuck. And I almost shitted my pants. Damn. You wake up.
Oh yeah, no,
and you have to pee. Yeah. You know how that is. Imagine
oh no,
dude, I was just dreaming about butterflies, and now I'm like,
no, that happened to me with I got neurovirus a couple of years ago, which is fucking brutal. It feels like you're dying, and it comes out either through the mouth or the ass or both. If you're very unlucky, I got the ass treatment. There was I think it was 2:00 in the morning, and we're sleeping, and I just fucking I flew to the fucking bed.
That's a total new experience, right? That never happened. You know you got to pee really bad, and you even fight it off and try to sleep an extra 10, 15 minutes. Yeah. When you wake up and you got that squirt knock on the door, it's there's absolute terror in your mind.
You're because if I let this go, my bed's ruined.
Oh, your bed's ruined, your girl's ruined, the air, everything is ruined. Your morning, your day, your work, the whole week is over.
It's over. Yeah.
Yeah, that was a terrifying feeling. And every 15 minutes after that, every 15 minutes after that for the rest of the fucking week. The next 3 days is just it's as fast as you can put fluid in, it comes right out. That's miserable.
Fucking ass. Yeah. And then the worst part, I think for me, there was one point, because it also gives you body aches and shit too. I think there was literally one point where I ran to the toilet, I just sat there, and I was still very tired from all the shitting I did throughout the day. So I think I literally passed out while just taking a shit, and I just gave up. I was like, "This is death."
Yo. So when COVID came around, I got COVID early on, and it was bad, like really, really bad. Your blood oxygen, when it gets down to like the low 90s, you're supposed to go to the hospital or something. And I was in the upper 70s.
Oh shit, dude.
Yeah, and I wasn't going to go to the hospital. This was so early on into COVID that like the only thing people are doing is going to the hospital and getting on ventilators. And I'm like, I'm just going to die at home if that's the case. I didn't eat anything for 12 days. I ate 2 strawberries, and I tried to eat like 2 hot dogs with no buns or anything, and that was it.
Yeah.
For like 12 days. I was drinking like Boost shakes to try to get a little protein or something into me and trying to hold that down. But yeah, I went and took a shit. That was the only time I got out of bed was to use the bathroom. And I was shitting, and I can't, I tried to lean over to try to wipe because I can't stand or do anything else. And as I leaned over, everything just turned black. And yeah. And then I don't know how long, but I woke up on the cold ass tile floor with my pants on my ankles and toilet paper in my hand. And so I just laid there in the fetal position, wiping my own ass, and just lazily put my hand up over the toilet bowl to throw away the paper. Yeah, and then I just stayed there for a little bit. I don't even know if I fully wiped my ass that particular time.
That the same thing exactly happened to me. I passed out. Like I think I finished. I like put the bidet on for a little bit, and I was like, okay, cool, that's good enough. And I thought I got up and went back to bed. That was a dream.
Yeah, that was a dream. Yep. It was all a dream.
I woke up, my face was just flat on the ground, and I was like, and before I could even like comprehend what the fuck just happened, I had to shit again. So I was just like, oh,
bro,
I'm glad I didn't fucking go too far.
It was wild, man. All that stuff. COVID was wild too. That was a wild time, and all my turds came out like little black Cheetos. There was nothing in me but anger and morbidness. Like
that's all you got.
Yeah, that's all I got. It was like trying to clean out a chimney or something. It was fucking terrible.
Is that did we hit all the places?
No, man. There's lots more to go, but all of Europe is kind of the same when you travel through it all. Czechoslovakia we did, or Czech Republic now. I did the church. It's all skulls and bones on the inside, and that's really cool. Black Forest, you can do all the little roller coasters that go down the mountains on like sleds.
That's fucking
like it looks like a half of a 15-inch pipe or 16-inch pipe, and it just goes all the way down the mountain zigzagging, and you get dragged up on a they hook like a hook to your little sled, and they drag you up the mountain on a wire, and then they drop you back down it.
That's fucking
cool. That was cool. Trying to think if there's anything particular. If you ever go to Belgium, you should definitely go see Bruges.
Bruges?
That's a beautiful, beautiful town. I explored those big, giant, almost hourglass shaped smokestacks at nuclear plants and stuff.
Yeah.
One of those is all shut down. I went inside of one of those. It's like an echodrome. It's dope in there. It's cool.
Fuck yeah.
What else? Trying to think of some of the other places. I don't know.
Okay.
They're all good. They're fun.
Oh no, it's valid.
Gotta see the world.
I want to get like you one day. Life has been life in it, so I'm hoping I get a little bit more free time to where I can actually start doing that stuff, and a little bit more money too, because that's always the big.
Yo, that's one of the things that people don't understand. Traveling can be done cheap. There are easy small hacks that you can do to find cheap prices, and then there's elaborate hacks you can do hacks to try to get better prices and seats and stuff like that. But like the easy things that you can do with like Google and stuff like that to find cheaper tickets, like you can fly pretty much anywhere in the U.S. at some time in the year. You can fly round trip for less than $200.
No, you're right. Yeah,
anywhere in the U.S. I'm talking about even fucking Alaska.
No shit.
There's even trips like if you can find sometimes you got to make 2 trips, and you fly say from here to Seattle or something. On like an $80 ticket, or Denver on an $80 round trip Frontier ticket.
Yeah.
$60 even.
Yeah. On
Frontier and Spirit, and then fly from Denver to Hawaii, and you can do that for like $212 round trip.
Oh wow.
Boom. And now if you fly from round trip to Hawaii from Tampa, it's gonna be $400 or $500.
Yeah.
Well,
okay.
You can make. There's so many ways to do cheap things, and there's little airlines and stuff that if you want to make day trips. like the Cuba trip. One of the main reasons I did that over and over was it was like less than $200 for the round trip, and it was the first and last flight of the day, so you don't lose a whole day of doing layovers somewhere.
Nice.
So you would leave Tampa at like 7 a.m. and by 10 o'clock you're in Havana, fucking off and drinking and doing stuff. And if you're able to take a Friday and a Monday off, even better.
Yeah, you just had
You just made a whole 4-day weekend that would have been only 2 days had you flown anywhere else because of layovers.
Huh. I'm gonna keep that one in mind because I think that'd be a cool place to go.
Hey, if anybody, if people want to reach out to me and figure it out, I can give you the information of a guy over there in Cuba. He'll pick you up at the airport. He'll set up your hostel or hotel. I would say hostels because the hostels there are like pretty rad.
Yeah.
Yeah, a lot of them are. And cheap. But you can also rent like whole houses for like $20 a night, which we've done. I did that. I took Rob for his birthday to go golf. And we went to this little tiny town that I know of on the coast called Guanabo. And we rented the whole fucking house. Fucking whole house. It was like $30.
That's fucking crazy.
Yeah. Yeah, it's dope. So yeah, if anybody curious about Cuba travel, I'll give you as much information about it as I can because that's a place that's worth it. It fits any budget, and the people there are not fucking baby eating, horn growing communists. They don't want to be a part of that. Yeah. And giving them a little extra money would not hurt your feelings or mine.
No, that's fair. Yeah. I think I might end up doing that for my next winter break, actually. That'd be pretty dope. Well, with all the traveling and stuff, was there ever like a place that you were like, besides the Cuban missile place, was there any other place that you were like, yeah, this is probably not the best place to walk into?
Yeah, but I still went in them.
Okay.
Charity Hospital was one. I was like, this is going to be bad. Yeah, that sucked. That one was bad. I mean, it turned out fun, but I knew there was going to be a hassle. I just felt it. Yeah, the nuclear plant in Cuba was just scary. But I like being scared as well.
Okay.
That one is where I had to tell myself I enjoy being scared, but the smartest thing to do in a communist country is to not fucking get caught doing anything.
Oh, yeah, especially as an American.
Yeah. Yeah,
that's probably.
And that was at the time too, when the American embassy was allegedly being attacked by like sonic sounds or something that was making people feel nauseous in the American embassy. So there was a little tension going on, and
that's fair.
You know, not between me and the people, but the governments. And I don't. One thing that I fear and stuff like that is like the thing that happened to what was that guy's name? He went to North Korea. So North Korea, we all know, is a hobbit country. You can't go there. Yeah. But there's one travel agency that books it and lets you, that Korea allows. Yeah. And when you go there, you have to have handlers. You go to your hotel, and it's only one hotel, and you have to be there. And when it's lights out, you know, whatever, you're stuck in that place. You can't go out and wander. You have to have a handler with you everywhere. Yep. And this dude allegedly took a small, I want to say like 8 by 11 inch, like a picture sized piece of propaganda or something, because propaganda is everywhere there. Yeah. And so they took him to jail and put him in prison and hard work and all that shit. And he was, I can't remember how long he was locked up for. I want to say it was less than a year. And we finally negotiated to get him back. And they're like, you know, I think they sent videos of him being okay and talking like, hey, I love it here. These people are awesome. You know, like, yeah, they didn't tell me to say that they don't beat me every day.
Yeah. There's no war in Boston.
So we finally negotiated, got him back. But shortly before he came back, like, oh, he slipped and fell. And he came back on a stretcher, and he was here for like 3 days and died. Because he had been beating, his brain like swollen, or he'd been beating the fucking shit out of and tortured. So, yeah, especially after reading that kind of thing, I love the people in these, you know, third world and forgotten countries and stuff, but fuck, I don't want to be the one that's forgotten. Yeah.
No, that's valid. That's very valid. Okay, cool. That makes sense. We got a little bit more time.
Yeah.
I know you do like you've done a lot of work with like security and like music venues and like I want to say like bodyguarding, but doing like security and stuff for like all that type of stuff. And that's we were talking about that a little bit earlier with like the like Amigo the Devil and whatnot. Is there anybody that you met like through that was like surprisingly humble that you were like,
Yes.
oh really?
Yes. So, for instance, mid-teen 2000s, 2010 to 2016 or so,
Mm-hmm.
there was a lot of mumble rappers and shit that came out.
Fuck yeah.
And they're miserable people. The people that follow them, fight me if you want, but like the people that listen to Lil Yachty, Uzi Vert, Kodak Black, Moneybag Yo's, and all the ones with Lil at the beginning of their name and with Baby,
Mm-hmm.
the people that listen to that are generally pieces of shit. That's my opinion.
Mm-hmm.
Fight me. I'm not saying that they're not artists, because no matter how bad your art is, it's art.
Yeah, subjective.
It's subjective, yes. But man, it's also embarrassing to myself, because I must have missed the bus somewhere. Like, how the fuck am I not able to get on that boat and make that money by just like chatting my teeth together? Yeah. Stealing beats and mumbling over some shit. So when you know that their music sucks,
Mhm.
and you know that the crowd that follows them suck,
Yeah.
you naturally think they suck.
Yeah.
Bro, Post Malone,
Mhm.
dope, kind, peaceful, took his time to meet every fucking person that wanted to shake the hand. Even when it was time to like, hey bro, I gotta get you off the stage. I gotta escort you out
Mm-hmm.
and do whatever. And he's like, all right. But he wants to shake everyone else's hand. And
I love that.
humble as fuck.
Okay.
Super humble. And when he was coming there,
Mm-hmm.
I remember hey, Matt Ostracco, wherever you're at, he was our sound guy at the time.
Mm-hmm.
We all just wanted to shit on this guy. We were waiting for him to come in there and then try to be, rock star and tell us how it's going to be. Nope.
Mm.
Came in, was like, yes, sir. No, sir. Yes, ma'am. I can do that. No problem. Yeah, I'm going to be doing this. I'm going to come right back. Post Malone I'm not going to rate anyone as a specific number, but if there's a top 10 people that you would want to work with, especially if you can work with him directly and not agents and shit, Post Malone.
Okay.
I
love that.
We were supposed to have Kodak Black and Uzi Vert,
Oh shit.
and I was really dreading that. Kodak couldn't make it because he was Kodak and did whatever dumb fuck shit he did that he couldn't make it. So now Vert had to do
his whole set.
he now has double time on stage and all that shit.
It's crazy.
Another one, like Post Malone. He didn't care how raunchy or what you thought of him. He still wanted to meet you. He still wanted to say hi. He wanted to, if you had something for him or wanted to talk to him about, he was not going to give you all day.
Yeah.
But he was willing to hear your word.
Oh,
He was willing to thank you for, hey, this is the venue that let me play my music in here. We get a lot of artists that just show up at a venue and they think it's theirs.
Yeah.
It's like, this isn't your fucking place, dude.
Yeah.
Like, we're just rented. All you're doing is renting me and a positive attitude until you piss me off. And I assure you, the rent will wear fast. We've had artists that we've kicked out before. It's very, very rare, but it can happen.
Yeah, I was actually gonna ask about that. Have you ever had that in the opposite way? Somebody that you're like, oh man, I thought you'd be really cool, but Jesus fucking Christ.
Yeah. Souls of Mischief.
Oh, really?
We got into a fight with them at the original Orpheum. End of the night, we kick everybody out, and we don't like to have, it's a night, it's a bar.
Yeah.
The band is probably going to get paid some amount of money and tips and stuff, and so we have money out. We don't want people we don't know in the building. Bands are okay.
Yeah.
We're like, hey man, all these people got to go. They're like, no, they're with us. We're like, yeah. They can be with you outside.
Yeah.
Or
on your bus.
Any fucking where else. But they were trying to show off with these girls.
Oh.
And like Mud, another dude who I love to death, is our door guy. And he's almost like a pastor. You know what I mean? Like, shit can be popping off and he'll come in with a cool head and try to talk to you first. As opposed to me, it's like you talk to me first and then I punch you first. So Mud comes and this dude goes at Mud. And Mud, mind you, he's a very large man.
Yes.
And we're trying to get these people to get Souls of Mischief, get their people out, and they won't do it. They refuse, and they start being belligerent assholes. Starts calling Mud. One funny thing, I can't remember the dude's name, one of the main dudes in Souls, but he's like, man, fuck you fat motherfucker. And Mud's like, what? I'm not fucking fat. I'm motherfucking morbidly obese. And then it went to fist and we were all fighting. And this is how I know that Tampa sucks. Because every motherfucker there that comes to all of our shows, all of our hip hop shows and all that shit was outside rooting for Souls of Mischief.
What the fuck?
Yeah. These are the people that say they're friends with us and we let them into the shows and you know how it is working at a venue. There's people you're going to let in.
Yeah.
And these are the people that we take care of. And now they're rooting for the other fucking team.
What the fuck?
Fuck you.
Exactly.
So, yeah, Souls of Mischief was one where, I never really met them, but I didn't expect them to be that kind of corny ass fucking assholes.
Yeah, that's kind of crazy. Especially like they haven't been relevant since what the fucking...
Since 93 till infinity.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You going to still carry on that?
Right.
That fucking...
So, they're shitty people. MC Chris is kind of a fucking dick. He's a piece of shit.
Okay.
MC Chris is the guy that does a lot of the songs for like Aqua Teen Hunger Force and stuff.
Oh, that's depressing.
Yeah.
Really? Like, come on, bro.
He's just a little fucking piece of shit that's full of himself.
Oh, that's the worst.
I'll get to one that I really like in a minute. I'm trying to think of some others that were shitty. X-Temptation. We were supposed to have this free show, XXX Temptation.
Oh, that guy? Yeah. No shit. You met him?
Mm-hmm. We had a free show.
Uh-huh.
And it was put on by like his team. I want to say World Entertainment, which is like they're a leader in hip hop promos. But the people that run it just fucking they don't care. They don't want to put the work in. They just want to get the money.
That's fair.
So you had to for this free show, you had to RSVP on XXX's RSVP list and World Entertainment's list. You had to have 2 confirmed reservations.
What the fuck?
The line for this, mind you, a building that only holds 800 people. The line was at a 7th Avenue location next to the old DG.
Yeah.
From the door, down, around the corner, over the railroad, to the next block, down that block, around that corner, back, all the way, almost back to the block where we were. It was a whole block.
What?
And it's not a single file line. This is, a line of people all hanging out in their groups and stuff. Yeah. And so I'm not going to break everything down, but it got to where we knew this wasn't going to happen. And we're telling everybody, like, you have to have 2 reservations. And these are all those types of assholes that listen to this fucking guy's music. They refuse to leave.
What?
They're like, oh, well, I signed the one that I had. No, bitch, you need 2. Yeah. I'm telling you, you're not getting in. Just leave. And they wouldn't. And then X showed up with his BMW i8 or whatever, the one with the gull wing doors.
Yeah.
And the entire city block that was standing around saw him and they bum rushed him.
Fuck.
And they broke off the mirror and shit. And we had I was right there where he pulled up and I got him out of his car with his girl. And we hustled him through the back into the back door. And then now we have all the doors barricaded and it turned into like a riot out front of people just trying to bust in and get to him.
What the fuck?
I don't know what, like this dude must give great head or something because I don't know. There's this many people that are arguing over a dude that just got there.
That's insane.
Yeah, it was insane. That show got canceled and then he died a couple months later. Fuck. Same with Lil Peep. That dude sucked. He wasn't bad. He was just a garbagey person, and all he liked to do is brag about the bed that he brought on tour as one of his props on stage was the bed that he fucked all the girls on. He just kept wanting to tell me about all the girls that he fucked on that bed. I'm like, that's cool, dude.
That's kind of gross.
Yeah, it was really gross.
Yeah, I don't know.
And then he died of a drug overdose like a month later.
No shit.
Yeah.
That's fucking funny. I mean, not funny, but it's what it is.
One of the worst bands to ever and I'm not just saying like they're the worst band to like do one thing. This is just they play terrible music. They're terrible people. And especially the lead singer Brandon Flowers, The Killers. Absolute garbage fucking band. What a pile of shit they are. And I've had the privilege of telling them to their face that they're piles of shit on 2 separate occasions before they came and played the Orpheum. And so they hadn't played for a couple of years, and they were going to play the local radio station's big concert series, Wild Splash or whatever, whatever 97X does.
Okay, yeah.
So they were going to headline that. They hadn't played for a couple of years, so they were going to do one show to knock off the rust, and they just wanted it in a small venue, which happened to be our venue.
Yeah.
And that show obviously sold out instantly.
Yeah.
And so they were going to play our venue one day, and then the next day they were playing at the fairgrounds at a place that holds 10,000 people.
Yeah.
So all of their gear for doing their big elaborate shows, all their Teletrons and all that shit, they had like 5 semi-trailers full of gear just for them. Is all at this fairgrounds. They, as a band, are staying in Clearwater at a hotel. We have a runner for the day. The runner is somebody that grabs the band, their things or whatever they need to do, or picks them up and takes them to and from the venue. First thing in the morning, because this is a big event.
Yeah.
It required a lot of manipulation of the club and putting soundboard and stuff outside and running electric inside. So we're going to do the sound check. Okay, morning traffic. Our runner goes from Ybor all the way out in morning traffic to Clearwater to go pick these guys up. And Brandon, piece of shit Flowers, won't leave his hotel room until he has his jacket. You know where his jacket is? The fairgrounds. All the way back, past the fucking club, past everything else, all the way to the fairgrounds to go get his jacket from where all their stuff is. Bring it back to him and he'll get in the van. They come and do their sound. But that's the kind of asshole he is.
Yeah.
He's a prima donna piece of shit. But luckily I told him that 10 years prior to that at Czar when I was DJing there. And they played across the street at the Ritz and they tried to come over and stay late after we were closed. I'm like, no, we're closed. Like, yeah, we just played across the street where the Killers. I'm like, I'm aware. That's why I didn't play your music tonight. They're just a shitty band, and Mr. Brightside can suck dicks from the backside.
You know what? You're not wrong.
I know I'm not. Very particularly on that, the Killers are a terrible band. Terrible music, terrible band, terrible fans. Yeah, they're the souls of mischief of fucking crappy rock world.
I fucking love it.
Any other ones off the top of my head that were good or bad?
You said you had one good one that you wanted to bring up, but you wanted to get that one out of the way first.
No, I wanted to get to them. Yeah, I had a good story. Yeah,
okay.
There's that one. Yeah, good artists though. We've had there's tons of great artists, and there's lots of them that like to work with people.
Yeah, for sure.
And do things. One of my favorite bands was a band called Knapsack, old emo Midwest type band. They'd never played Florida before. Blair Sheehan, the singer, after they broke up, he came with his other band, Jealous Sound. And, you expect rock stars to come in and just be kind of full of themselves at this point. Bro, he came in, he played his stuff, and then at the end of the night, he just wanted to hang out.
Oh.
He just wanted to chill, man. He didn't want to be a rock star or anything. He just wanted to come sit with me and Mud, who were more than happy to have his company. Just chill. And not do any rock star shit. And there's a lot of the guys are like that. Matt Pike from Sleep and High on Fire. He's like that. He just likes to hang at the end and just be chill and do whatever the locals are doing.
Yeah.
Fucking DMX is like that.
Yeah.
He'll just go across the street and shoot pool with you afterwards.
Yeah. I was supposed to go to his last show that he did in Tampa, but then my dad canceled on me, like literally like.
Womp womp.
Yeah, I think like 3 hours before the show, he was like, "Yeah, I ain't gonna make it," and I was like, "Well, you have the tickets, so like I don't." Like,
yeah.
Yeah. I was like,
you should have gone. Yeah, there's some other bands that are like Nitzareb in the goth world and stuff. Nitzareb is old school industrial.
Fuck yeah.
They came. McCarthy just died like a year ago, but he was one of the most down to earth, just chilled. He didn't mind. I had some friends that they really loved them. That's his favorite band. I was like, cool, just come early and I'll introduce you whether I get in trouble or not. No, man, it was like, don't send them away. Hang out with me.
Oh.
So we just all hung out for the whole fucking day, told us stories about being back in England and shit. When you get people like that, it's pretty cool. what is Steve Earle was like that. He sings Copperhead Road, old school outlaw country.
Nice.
Yeah, I don't know. There's a few that are just dope.
Yeah.
But the shitty ones outweigh the good ones for sure.
It's usually the case, and they gotta make it bad for every band that comes after them because now there's like a precedence in, like, in your head when you're dealing with.
Yeah, you feel that way. Yeah.
Yeah.
But, yeah.
That's fair. Okay. No, that makes sense. I think we're pretty much done. We're probably gonna wrap it up here in a second. Oh, but I did have do you have like any like rules for the road that you follow since you are like always on the go and everything like that?
Yeah. One major one is try to be aware of state gun laws. Look, man, I don't care if it's political or not. I go strapped everywhere.
That's fair.
Go strapped, stay strapped, and you'll always be,
Yeah. Your peace of mind will always.
Yeah, you have peace of mind for sure.
Yeah.
Some states are real bitches, and some states are cool. New York, they don't want you to have a gun there at all. Even though it's one of the highest crime rate places in the world.
Yeah, Chicago's like that too.
In Chicago, yep, Chicago. I'm not going to say anything. But yes, politics shouldn't have to be involved, but it is. Yeah, high crime rate places don't want you to have guns.
Yeah.
So I always bring my gun there. Fair. But the thing is, you got to keep it locked up. You got to keep it away. And I try to only carry it when I know I'm going to be like alone doing something or whatever the case may be. But yeah, stay strapped. Practice your First, Second, and Fourth Amendment rights everywhere you go. Videotape everything you can. Picture everything you can from public places. You have the right to do it. You have the right to First Amendment speech, which also includes taking pictures from public places.
Yep. Or recording.
Or recording.
Yeah.
Anything. There is no expectation of privacy in public areas.
Yep.
If you're on a public sidewalk, yes, you can record a bank. You can even zoom inside the fucking window. You are not breaking the law. You can take pictures of cars and people, and the people that come and say, "Oh, you don't have my consent." It's like, no, bitch.
I don't need it.
You just walked up to a guy with a camera, and you're going to tell me you don't want to be on camera? The easiest thing to do is go the fuck away. Didn't your mom ever teach you that shit?
Yeah, I do that all the time at the gym. I see somebody like have their shit like well posted up, and I'll be like, I'm going to walk this way. Like,
yeah. No, see, at the gym, you could complain because you're on private property.
Yeah.
But there's no sense in making that stink because then you got to work out next to that guy next time. He's gonna shit on the fucking machine and not wipe it off.
Oh, yeah. He's gonna crop dust you with those fucking protein farts. So he's gonna lift that in. Yeah.
Yeah.
It could be worth it. Yeah. No, that's valid. Okay.
Yeah, but for traveling, there's plenty of hacks. Don't be scared to look and hack things and get good rates on hotels and things like that. I always have a hammock with me. I like sleeping where I can sleep sometimes. Check currency exchanges if you ever go to other countries. Sometimes it's easier to exchange your currency here and then go over there.
Fair.
Cuba is one of those instances where like I like to exchange the American dollar for euros because it'll actually go farther in Cuba versus using American dollars. But
that makes sense.
And always ask if you can spend American dollars. When you're in another country, I've spent American money on almost every country I've gone to. They will accept it, and you'll usually get something better, a better rate for it.
Nice.
Yeah. What else? I know there's some things that I think about all the time too.
Yeah.
Always bring extra underwear.
Of course.
Bring wipes.
Nice. Yes.
Yo, wipes, underwear, and socks. You can rewear the same clothes for fucking 3 weeks.
You can now.
But yo, nothing beats some fresh socks, a nice clean asshole, and a pair of underwear.
Facts.
That is straight facts.
That is a fact. Yeah. That's like the one. Those are the things when I deployed over to Nigeria. Like they're like, oh, you can only bring one bag with you. We'll send the other one in like a couple, like next week or something like that. I was like, oh, okay, cool. That's exactly the only things that put in there. I was like, put my underwear, put my wipes, put my fucking
yeah. I even break it up. If I go somewhere with checked bags, in my carry-on bag, because you have your checked bag that you may never see again.
Yep.
So your carry-on bag, bring one of each of those in there too.
Yes.
Oh man, I just had a good one I was about to tell you and I forgot it. What was it?
Was it like equipment or was it like a mantra?
Man, it was a good one too, and I was remembering it.
Oh, damn.
What was it?
Like a person.
When I travel. Damn. Oh, don't be scared to ask questions when you travel.
Okay.
Don't be the guy that's scared. Oh, I know where the fuck I am. No, you don't, bitch.
No,
If your GPS is fucked up, you're fucked up.
that's valid.
Don't use Apple Maps ever. If you have an iPhone, my suggestion is you just throw it in the fucking river.
Try that
But
shit out.
if you want a real experience,
Thank you.
use Apple Maps. Also bring a winch and a 4-wheel drive vehicle because that shit will send you anywhere it wants to send you. One example of that, East Corinth in Vermont. That's where they filmed Beetlejuice.
Yeah.
I've gone there 100 times with my good old Google GPS and gone the same way every time.
Mm-hmm.
The last time I went, I took my buddy Tom, who has Apple, and we found ourselves up a fucking snowmobile trail on the backside of the fucking town, coming through over the mountain in a car that was not equipped for going in any of that kind of stuff.
What the fuck?
Because that's the shortest route.
Stop.
That's Apple Maps for you, bro. There's a place I like to go camping about an hour north of here. I don't want everyone to know about it because it'll go.
Mm-hmm.
But if you have Apple Maps there, it'll take you down this other road and into mud.
What the fuck?
And that's it. And then you're stuck.
You know what? You're right. Because we used to, when I was in California, we used to have to go to 29 Palms to dump our brass. And the way I would take with my like Android would keep us on the road the entire time. But driving back, I didn't have a say who used the GPS. Everybody who ever used an Apple map, we end up driving literally through the fucking desert.
Yep.
And there was one time where we actually almost got fucking stuck in the goddamn sand because we had to slow down for somebody who was in front of us, and that's all it took. And from there we started to sink. We had to like grab like plywood from from the outskirts and like put it underneath the tires and roll that bitch out. That shit was crazy.
That's Apple Maps for you. What people don't realize about Apple, all the components in Apple phones is made by Samsung. They don't realize that. The only thing that's Apple is the operating system.
Yep.
And why would Samsung sell Apple their parts that are going to be better than theirs? That's just plain and fucking simple. Like that's just
That's valid.
yeah.
That's
So
valid.
yeah, if you travel, don't use Apple. And the rest of the world uses Android, just so they're aware of that. Like Americans are the only people that seem to be fascinated with Apple phones.
Oh yeah.
They're fascinated with them in Cuba too because Americans are, but in reality, you go somewhere else in the world and Apple is just a fucking doorstop.
No, yeah, I imagine it's because it's not like they're.
It's a fashion statement here to have an Apple phone.
Yeah, and I mean, props to their marketing department because they've done a great fucking job, like for real. But like outside of that, no, I have no interest whatsoever in a fucking iPhone ever.
Yeah, their marketers are fucking fantastic.
Yeah,
but don't be afraid to ask questions.
Mm-hmm.
And I've done a few cruises.
Mm-hmm.
What I would suggest, what I like to do, even if I'm not cruising, but this works best with cruises because you get off at a port and then there's taxi cabs all over the place. Walk through all of those taxi cabs. All those taxi cabs are getting kickbacks from the restaurants in the area, mostly going to be tourist places.
Yeah.
But hey, take me somewhere fun. And you're going to end up at Señor Frogs or Margaritaville or some shit that you could do here. Walk past all of them, and there's almost always going to be someone past all those taxi cabs that has their own car. He's going to be sitting on the hood of it, and you're going to ask that dude, hey, are you driving? Yeah. He's just moonlighting with his own fucking vehicle. Mm-hmm. He's an illegal taxi cab. Sure, you might end up in a bathtub full of ice somewhere where the organ's missing, but this guy knows the best places on the island to eat, I promise you. And that is the best thing to do.
Okay. Yeah. I love that. All right. That's awesome. I didn't know that. That's a good thing to pick up.
I've done that many times with many people, and we meet someone, and then, they take you to the best strip clubs. Mm-hmm. They take you to the best food. Like, if somebody came to Tampa and asked you, hey, man, take me where you go eat, you'd probably take them to like 3 Coins or,
Yeah.
Not J. Alexander's.
No, fuck.
Or Miller's Ale House.
No. We better go to the Indian spot right down the street and get some fucking
dead ass. Like, or a good barbecue truck. Hey, shout out to Big Mel. He's there Thursday through Sunday on Nebraska Avenue at the little Tabernacle Church just south of Bush Boulevard. Check out Big Mel. And if you don't get him, go to Georgia Boy. He's at the auto parts place on MLK in Nebraska. I don't know any of these people personally. I'm just telling you, their food's fucking good.
Fire. All right. Yeah. I might go check out one of those places myself. We have a chicken and waffle place here.
We used to have one at Waters and Florida. There was an old Pizza Hut, and it was Tampa Chicken and Waffles. But they would say they were open till like 4 a.m. and you get there at 2 o'clock and they were closed all the time.
Oh, assholes.
They
Oh,
They didn't realize that there's a fucking rush of people at 3 a.m. when the bars close.
Yeah. So they like were going.
They shot themselves in the foot. Yeah.
There's some pretty good spots around here too. I don't want to give like everything away, but they like around like Lake Egypt, Leto area.
Yeah.
There's some pretty spaces because I like all the Latins and like you know, Hispanic community lives out there. There's an arepas place that is open, no shit, from like 10 a.m. to 6 a.m.
Is it Nico's?
I think so.
They're on Armenia.
Yeah.
Yeah, he started off in a food truck, and now he has a brick and mortar.
Fuck yeah.
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 That Armenia, yo, if you want some Spanish food, man, there's Colombian, Argentinian. I know Brazilian is not Spanish, but there's some Brazilian steakhouses and stuff along there.
Oh, yeah.
El Churrasco is... I grew up in town and country, and it's all Latin now.
Yeah.
Bro, but the Armenian, Colombian places, shout out again. El Chuzo. El Chuzo. Look, fellas, if you want good food when the club is closed on a Friday or Saturday night, late night, go to El Chuzo, and I promise you, if the food's not good, the gigantic Colombian fat asses inside of tight jeans are going to be worth looking at in line.
Valid.
Salchipapas with everything. Get it all.
Noted. I love it. Okay, fuck yeah. I think that would probably conclude this episode. You got anything else for me? One last thing you want to throw to the people?
Bro, I can talk forever, man.
I know. That's why I fucking love you, bro.
We can do another one of these sometime.
Yeah.
Hey, I'm about to go on the road with micro wrestling. I fly out tomorrow morning at 6 a.m.
Yep.
Fly to Omaha, meet up with my buddy Tom, and I'll be on tour with them. I'm not performing. I'm ring crew, but I'll be all over the country. And we can do this again after I've experienced some more of the country.
I would love to talk to you about
I would love, look, I don't know if I'm allowed to say midget wrestling. But essentially, for those of you that don't know what micro wrestling is, that's what it is. And I think I understand, my understanding is they're cool with you saying that because it's legitimately their art form. And they would rather say that than micro wrestling because you always have to explain what the fuck micro wrestling is.
That's valid. It's like it's one of those things where it's like like if you're very sensitive about it, yeah, you can use the politically correct term.
Right. Like what's the political term for Negro college fund? I don't know. Do you?
No.
Yeah, I'm asking the right guy, I think. And you don't know what it is. So but you feel like you're not supposed to say that anymore, right?
Yeah.
So am I allowed to say midget wrestling? I don't fucking know, but the people that are involved with that particular organization use those terms. So I don't know.
I got you.
But nonetheless, if y'all hate me for saying that, that's okay. I'm full of it.
Well, I like we're not getting like too much into like, you know, political correctness and all that type of stuff. Like I always like I try to give grace when it comes to like slurs and stuff like that because for me it's not really so much like the context, the word itself, it's how it's being used, right?
Correct.
Because I have heard some pretty funny like racist jokes where like the word coon gets like thrown around and like I am like, okay,
bro,
yeah.
For me it's a fucking word.
Yeah.
It's always going to be a word, and we live in a country that is one of their founding, you know, principles is freedom of speech.
Yeah.
Sure, freedom of action isn't really there, but you got to understand if you're dropping N-bombs on somebody and you're using it wrong, you're going to get punched in the lip.
Exactly.
But you chose to use the word.
Yes.
There was another route, but it all has to do with the context of how you say it. And a lot of us, so one of my best friends, Jesse, he spent all of his growing up years in a tank in the desert, and he's the only Cuban dude in a tank. He was a leader of a battalion of tanks.
Nice.
All black guys.
Oh.
What do you think they said every fucking 5 seconds?
Oh yeah, we're throwing that.
So he drops it like it's no problem, you know, just soft A's, soft N's, whatever the case may be. But it's a casual word that he doesn't think twice about because he was with a group of people that use that word
all the time,
all the fucking time.
Yeah.
So it all has to do with context, and I'm a firm believer in the freedom of speech.
100%.
And I don't care, you know, I can tell your tone, and English is not a tonal language like Chinese or something like that where they use the same letters in different tones.
Yeah.
No, we changed the tone by changing the last 2 letters of the word.
No,
it's called mid-J. What do you think I was talking about?
Oh, it was beautiful. I love it.
One last shout out. I don't know if this gets heard or when it gets heard, but it's every year. In either late August or early September. It's a Tabernacle of Oddities. Come check that out. This year, 2026, Tabernacle of Oddities is September 5th and 6th at the Cuban Club in Ybor.
Yep.
Check it out. We've got Kaiju Wrestling coming this year, which is like all... Dude, look up Kaiju Big Battle. That's all you got to do.
Oh, who was that wrestler that you liked? Was it Burger Bear?
Burger Bear.
Burger Bear.
Burger Bear. Bro, half Sasquatch bear, half cheeseburger with lettuce, tomato, and onion.
Oh, bro.
It's awesome. So check that out. We got some great musical artists coming. Trash Burger, Joe Pop, who's like a Tampa punk rock legend.
Fuck yeah.
He's open for everybody from like Rancid to the Descendants and shit.
Love it.
Who else we got? We got I don't know. We got some more on tap that I don't really want to.
Yeah.
But just check out Tabernacle of Oddities.
It's going to be a stacked year. And if you are a local, which is what this podcast is for, you should definitely check it out. Otherwise, you're missing out. And on that note, ladies and gentlemen, I hope you all have a wonderful day. Thank you for joining.
Yeah.
We went there, and now we're going back.
Thanks for having me, man.
No problem, brother.